They do not make TV like they used to, and we're really missing family TV.
Yeah.
Like there's an episode where Cody walks in and he goes to Dana and he's like, I just thought of something. And she's like, what? And he goes, what? And she's like, you said you just thought of something. He goes, really? Wonder what it was.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hello and welcome to another Watch It Bro special feature. Merry Christmas Eve, everybody.
Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. I'm Marshall.
I'm Tristan. That was weird. That was backwards. What are you doing to me?
I don't know. I didn't feel like it just came out. Do your part again.
No, it's fine. We're going with it. But we'd like to welcome you to a very special Christmas two-part, which I'm sure you've probably figured out by now.
Maybe. Let's
Maybe
listen
not.
to this one on Christmas Eve.
Well, it's coming out Christmas Eve, so I bet they're assuming that Home Alone 2 is going to come out tomorrow.
That's a big assumption. I don't know.
We'd like to welcome you to a special two-part episode of the Watch It Bro podcast. We're going to do Home Alones 1 and 2 back-to-back on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, because at some point we, for some reason, thought this was a good idea.
And we stuck with it.
We did. For some reason, we stuck with it. I don't really know what we were thinking. Season 3, am I right?
Yeah.
But anyway, as I said previously, we are going to be getting into Home Alone today. I'm Tristan.
And I am Marshall.
And I don't know what we're doing right now.
I threw us off.
You did. But yeah, Home Alone.
Classic Christmas movies from the 90s.
It's pretty much our wheelhouse.
Yep.
But
that's our sweet spot.
It really is. But the main reason we're doing a special feature on Christmas Eve as well as Christmas Day is because growing up, our family celebrated Christmas on Christmas Eve and not really Christmas Day. Our grandparents, they always had this kind of open house Christmas Eve, and so on Christmas Eve, everyone they knew who was traveling could pass by their home and stop in and say hi and have a Christmas style type of visitation. And that was something that our grandmother and grandfather carried on, and we carried on into adulthood.
Yeah.
And at our house, Grandma talked to Santa Claus, and Santa Claus would actually come the night before Christmas Eve. So we'd wake up Christmas Eve morning to all of our stockings and our presents.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
We never questioned it. I don't recall ever questioning it.
Yeah. And I don't know why this never happened the right way. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, Grandma and Grandpa's was fun. Go to bed. Hey, wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
Always just the day before. And
yeah, that was
Yeah.
just what we did. So we figured we would honor that this year with a Christmas Eve episode. And now that we're both adults, we kind of do a Christmas Day. Do you do Christmas Day with your family?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do Christmas Day. We do Christmas Eve with everybody, and then Christmas Day with kids, in-laws, and whoever else stayed.
Okay. So yeah, you changed it up.
Yeah.
Or changed it back. I don't know.
We made it work.
Yeah, fair.
As Barney's Taylor would say, make it work.
Is that Tim Gunn?
Yes.
Okay. The random obscure How I Met Your Mother reference. This podcast is off the rails.
It is. I could have gone with just Project Runway, but
No, you had to get the How I Met Your Mother in there.
I did. And they were both on How I Met Your Mother. Heidi Klum and Tim Gunn.
Yeah, when Barney got the yips.
That's bad.
But that was bad.
That was bad.
I'm gonna cut that out for you.
You can. So, fun fact, or not fun fact, listening back to the podcast, you say you're going to cut a lot of stuff.
I do, and I
don't. you don't. I'm listening. I'll just cut that. I don't remember what it was. I went through this whole tirade or rant about something. You're like, yeah, let's just cut that. Okay, we'll start over. And then the whole thing was there. We talk about cutting it. It doesn't get cut. We just start it again.
because I listened back to it and I'm like, "That's really funny," so I'm just gonna leave it in. And
It
it's
makes
even
sense.
fun and it's even funnier that to have me say, "Don't worry, I'll cut that out." It's like, "No, Tristan's just a liar."
Like when I stumble over my words too and go like 4 or 5 starts, like, nope, he's leaving all those in.
I've also gotten lazy. Editing takes a long time. I
I'm in
chalk it up
season
to
1.
it sounds more natural.
I'm good with I'm good with it.
People
Just
fumble
cut
their words all the time. Marshall's fine.
just cutting out the weird stuff when I swear.
Gotta remember to take that out of Spider-Man.
Did I swear in Spider-Man?
Yeah, at the end. There was one that I left in there that I forgot, and I still I've listened to 3 or 4 times and I still miss it. Rachel swears it's there, and I'm like,
And
I
which
can't
one?
edit. I don't remember even anymore. I'm like, I can't fix it if I can't find it.
If you hear it again, jot it down. Um,
Yes.
Weird. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow too. Anyway, Home Alone. Should we get into the specs?
Yeah, let's get into the specs, and I've got fun facts.
I've got fun facts too. Of course, everyone probably knows all these fun facts because there's been so many specials on Home Alone
There has been.
that people just know stuff.
True. Very true.
Anyway, Home Alone is directed by Chris Columbus,
Indeed it was.
who almost directed Spider-Man.
Did he?
Yes, we talked about this in the Spider-Man
I
episode.
know.
Yeah, Chris Columbus was really popular in the 80s and 90s as a
Yes.
director.
This was his 3rd movie that he did.
Only his third.
Yes. So
Gadzooks, wow.
since we started with Chris Columbus, let me just do a quick fun fact here.
Okie dokie.
Um,
That's very fun. Thank you.
you're welcome. No, I was gonna say like 3 other things about, but hey, tell me who wrote the movie first.
It was written and produced by John Hughes.
Okay, now my fun fact. Fun
Yay,
fact.
fun fact.
John Hughes wrote this movie for Macaulay Culkin after working with him on Uncle Buck.
Okay.
Chris Columbus signed up to direct National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, but Chevy Chase didn't like a new director, wouldn't listen to him, was kind of Chevy Chase about the whole thing. And
It tracks.
Chris Columbus backed out and told John Hughes he couldn't do Christmas Vacation. John Hughes, I get that. I've got something else for you. And basically gave him Home Alone and said, here, do this.
That was the right choice.
Yeah, yeah. So, um, yeah, it would. I'm not sure how if Chris Columbus could have done Christmas Vacation, at least as well as it was done. But he
Never
did.
know.
He did. It was a roundabout way to get this movie.
Yeah. That was a fun fact.
I don't know. I feel like it fell flat.
It really did. I'm sorry. I don't know why.
I,
It
I
was
don't know why
interesting.
either.
But moving on to our starring cast, we have Macaulay Culkin. And fun fact,
This movie was written for him by John Hughes.
anyway, no, in 2018, he changed his middle name to Macaulay Culkin. So his full legal name is Macaulay Culkin.
That is a fun fact.
Because he held a vote through his website on what he should change his middle name to, and Macaulay Culkin won.
That's why you never ask the internet anything.
Oh, it's great. That's fantastic. But he was in such movies as Uncle Buck, as you said, My Girl, Richie Rich, before falling off the face of the earth in the mid 90s.
Yeah, I think he just named everything he's been in. Oh, he was in The Good Kid too, or The Good
Sure.
Son.
He's also in The Page Master.
Oh yeah, Page Master.
Yeah, there's a movie to add to your list. Also, fun fact about Macaulay Culkin
Mm.
his aunt is Bonnie Bedelia, who you might recognize as John McClane's wife in Die Hard.
Oh, Holly Gennaro. Very cool.
Now on to Joe Pesci. He stars in this movie as well. You might recognize him from any one of his gangster movies, such as Casino or Goodfellas.
Yes, I've
He
got a
also
fun
does
fact.
other stuff.
He does do other
Go,
stuff. He does My
go.
Cousin Vinny. But I've got a fun fact about Joe Pesci and the role that he played Harry. Originally, they wanted John Lovitz for the role.
Wow.
Yeah, but that didn't pan out, and they were looking at Robert De Niro. And Robert De Niro's like, no, no, talk to my buddy Joe, uh, which worked out really well. Um, however, at one point, Joe Pesci did have a problem with the script due to the fact that it was a family friendly child's movie. And talking with Chris Columbus, he's like, every time I get a script, regardless of what it says, I have to throw the F word in every sentence I read in this script. the script. So he's like, "This is hard for me." That's where he kind of went with the cartoony Yosemite Samus swearing that he does in the movie, the grumbling, um, instead of actually trying to. It was hard for him not to not to say the F word
To
every.
be Joe Pesci.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
He's like, I just swear that's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. He's good at it, I guess. Moving on, we have Daniel Stern, who you might recognize from City Slickers, The Bushwhacked. He was the voiceover in The Wonder Years, and he voiced Dilbert in the Dilbert animated series.
Did he?
He did.
That's
He
funny.
also made his directorial debut in Rookie of the Year.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fun. I got a fun
Yep.
fact about Daniel Stern and Marv too.
Go for it. Let's hear
Was
it.
Marv was originally cast as Dan Roebuck. The actor was cast as Marv because Daniel Stern, as he put it, his ego was too big. He wanted to make more money on it, so he passed on it. And then after some reworking of the script and some time, they didn't like the chemistry between Roebuck and Pesci, and they went back for Daniel Stern, who was friends with Joe Pesci at the time too, and they're still friends. But he ended up with the role after a while of some filming and the chemistry not working right.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he's like, how did I almost let that slip through my hands? he's
I
like
think
my
I
e-
recall seeing that.
he's like my
There was a.
ego's like, no, no, I need more, and now is like, I couldn't see myself not doing that part.
I'm still waiting for them to reboot it.
Reboot what? Home Alone?
Home Alone with them. Like,
Oh,
bring them.
okay. Not Home Sweet Home Alone, the one that came
Please,
out a few
no, just no, just stop it.
Home Alone 4 Smart House, or what was it?
Holiday Heist or something.
Yeah, there's like 6 of them.
There are 6 of them, and there's 2 good ones.
There are. We're covering those the next 2 days.
That's right, we are. Moving on, we have John Hurd. He was in Big. He was also in The Sopranos, which I didn't know.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, that I didn't know that he was in it.
That was in it.
Yeah, he had a guest role, recurring role. And to round out our starring cast, we move along to Catherine O'Hara, who you might recognize from Beetlejuice
And a lot of other things.
and a lot of other things. Yeah, but I was just I said you might recognize from Beetlejuice, and then I have the next one I have is the animated one, which you probably wouldn't recognize her from because it's not her face. But she was did a voice of the Nightmare Before Christmas. She was also in Wyatt Earp and Where the Wild Things Are.
Fun.
And I have to touch on the music in this movie, done by the great John Williams.
Yes.
In our Spider-Man, I believe our Spider-Man episode, we mentioned the famous Danny Elfman.
Yeah, we did.
I dare say that John Williams is the most famous musician in all of Hollywood.
Yes, I would say so too. Jurassic Park, E.T., Jaws, um,
Star
Superman,
Wars.
just to name a few. Star Wars, Indiana Jones. He his music has resonated and defined movies and the movie industry.
Yes.
Just by a few tunes, you're like, oh, I know that. His music is embedded in pop culture and in people's lives, basically.
Yes, it is. And he's still alive and kicking at 93 years old.
He is. He is. Fun fact: um, they had a composer lined up to do the movie, and he backed out kind of last minute. They had everything together, and he's like, "I can't do this," and left. And as a joke, Chris Columbus like, "Well, what if we got John Williams? That would be funny." And they all kind of laughed and stopped and looked at each other, and they were able to get him a rough cut. He's like, "I love this. Let's do it." And everybody's like, it changed the movie from what their original music was they had kind of in there a little bit. It's like it elevated it, it brought it to a new level.
Yeah, his in his John Williams music is just so iconic. Like the Home Alone music in it of itself is so recognizable that it's almost one of those. A lot of John Williams music, I would say, you hear it and you just almost feel like it's just always existed,
Yeah.
and
It
you just heard it for the first time one day.
yeah. Yeah, and I mean, John Williams, the consummate professional, never phones anything in. I mean, it's his work. He stands behind it, and even a little family Christmas movie has a soundtrack that just you hear it, you're like, oh, Christmas time.
Yeah,
It is the sound, it's part of the sound of Christmas now.
yeah. I mean, that's how often does a person get to do that in their life? And and John Williams has how many genre-defining songs,
More than I can count off the top of my head.
right? But anyway, Home Alone was made on a budget of $18 million,
I
and
have
it
a fun
ranked.
fact about that.
We will get there in a second, and it ranked at a
Okay.
whopping 476.7 million at the box office. But let's talk about Home Alone's budget.
Yes. Do you have fun facts about this?
I know there were like 3 times this movie almost got shut down because they didn't have any money.
S- So, so, do you have more fun facts with that, or do you want me to go into it?
I mean, we could go ahead.
Okay, so originally, John Hughes gives Chris Columbus the script after the whole um, Christmas Vacation thing. He's like, "We got this," and Warner Brothers says, "We'll make the movie. You can do it for 10, right? Yeah, we'll do it for 10 million," which was incredibly small. Even back then, it was incredibly small. So after getting everything done, they reworked the budget. We hit the new year just before they were going to start filming, and they went back with Warner Brothers and said we need 14 point 14.7 budget. We did all the numbers, and for a $10 million movie to go up to even 15, that's chump change for the movie industry even back then. Um, and Warner Brothers came back and said, well, do it for 13.2. Like we kind of need the rest of that money, and there was a bit of a back and forth. And then they got the word that Warner Brothers said, no, we're not going to do it for more than the 13.2. So you're shutting down. Behind the scenes, John Hughes was talking to some people, and at Fox, and Fox is like, yeah, we'll make that for 14, 14.7. We'll make for that for 15. So as Warner Brothers shut it down, and the Warner Brothers guy was going through all their offices telling them, pack up, you're going home, we're not making the movie. Um, Another guy on the backside who worked for Fox, like, welcome to Fox. You're a Fox production now. Here's your money. They went over budget to the 18 million. Um, but the next day after Warner Brothers shut down, there was Fox shirts all over everything. They came in and was like, this is a Fox movie, and they put their stamp on it right away. They loved the script and thought they could do well with it.
And they were correct.
They were. So
It would spawn 5 sequels.
it was spawn 5 sequels and spend, what was it, 14-ish weeks as number one movie in the country,
Yeah.
which
And on
which
at Warner Brothers.
yeah, but which I was gonna say, which Billy Crystal would come in every day on the set of City Slickers when they were filming. He's like, "Look, your movie's number one again, Daniel," because they were filming City Slickers as it was out. So,
Right. Well,
but,
Marshall,
but that's a little fun fact about the movie and the budget.
that was fun. Shall we get into this fine film?
Yes, we should.
All right. It starts off with the 20th Century Fox logo. Marshall loves them logos.
I do love them logos, and 20th
And
Century Fox logo is a classic.
I was going to say, and this is a classic one that just brings you back to childhood.
It
If you were
does.
if you were born and raised in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, it's the big thing, the spotlights, the fanfare. It's great.
Yep. And then we get on top of that, we get our introduction to what would be one of the most iconic Christmas sounds and Christmas intros ever, with the Home Alone intro with the giant blue house and the
Yep.
but that fades away or cuts to a police officer standing in the middle of I guess a foyer of a big giant house that we briefly see beforehand,
Yes,
and there's chaos around him.
there is chaos around him.
And
Kids and adults running everywhere.
and I think it's sped up. I think it's at 1.25 speed of
It might
everybody
be.
running.
They're moving pretty quick.
Yeah, and it seems a little sped up. And he's just like, "Hey, hey, hey you. big fella, big fella.
Yeah,
Just
trying to get anybody to talk to him.
yep, and no one even knows that he's there.
Nope.
But we cut from there and we meet Kevin's parents, Kate and Peter,
Yes.
and they are
Yeah,
packing for a trip to Europe, we find out.
we do find out.
And then Kevin comes in. We meet Kevin right away, and he's kind of
Snarky?
he is snarky.
Yeah.
A little bit snarky because he's like, I want to watch everyone else. Everyone else is watching a movie, and I'm not allowed to.
Yeah. She's like, if your Uncle Frank says you can't watch it, it must be really bad. That guy's
That guy's got no standards. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
And then Kevin responds with what we're all thinking once we know Uncle Frank is he's probably just being mean to Kevin.
Probably.
He doesn't want the little kid hanging around.
Right. It's like, oh wait, you can't watch this. It's the Grinch. Get
Yeah.
out.
Right. But yeah, this kid needs something to do. And we get to see the family dynamic here
Yeah.
because Kate tells on him that to the dad, to Peter, his dad, that he was in the garage making using the hot glue gun again. And he's like, didn't we talk about that? He goes, I was making ornaments out of fish hooks. I love Christmas. And Peter's like, okay, not my new fish hooks though. And he goes, I can't make them out of the old ones with the dry worm guts stuck on them, which he makes a valid point.
He does. He does make a valid point. I mean,
But
yes, but
they
you don't you don't want to make ornaments out of fish hooks. They're all stabby.
they're made for killing.
Yeah. Ugh. I didn't burn the place down. It's fine, right?
Except we have dangerous Christmas ornaments now.
Yeah. And I need to buy new fish hooks.
Got you twice. But we essentially find out that they're going to go to Paris for Christmas.
Yes. Yes.
And Kevin gets told to go pack his suitcase, which is apparently the worst thing an 8-year-old little boy can hear. We get that music and everything. It's not the dun dun dun, but it's very much in the same vein. And then we cut back to the police officer, that poor man.
Yeah, he's just
down there at the bottom, and he's finally
that
getting
poor
able.
man.
We don't know yet.
Still, it's gotta be frustrating.
Yeah, because a
He's
kid
just trying
runs
to
by.
do his job and
He
case the
stops him.
house.
Hey, kid. He's just trying. Yeah, he's just trying to do his job and case the house. He needs to talk to an adult to find out when they're leaving, where they're going, what security features they have, and when they're going to be back. I mean,
Exactly.
just let the man work. But he's catching some kids now, and he's like, "Hey, are your parents home?" And they're like, "Yeah, but they don't live here."
Yeah.
He's like, "Okay, what about you? Are your parents home?" "Oh, my parents don't live here." "Sure, all kids, no parents. Must be a fancy orphanage."
Yeah.
Got something?
I was gonna touch on the family really quick, but we can do that in a few minutes.
Because I'm getting right up there to now. Kevin's kind of walking around with his family kids, being like, "I don't know how to pack a suitcase," and I want to call him Pete because he was in the Adventures of Pete, and I don't know his name in the movie.
Jeff.
He's like, "Buzz told you, Chief. Toilet paper and water." But like he takes his toothbrush and just sticks it in his pocket. Like
That's
gross.
what happens when you let kids pack themselves.
It's fine. We have 47 kids. Can't watch them all. But yeah, he's pretty much running into everyone, and he's like, "I don't know how to pack a suitcase, dude. I'm only 8." And they're like, "You're pathetic. You're an idiot. You're
incompetent."
completely helpless.
He's like,
No
yeah,
one
someone
likes
help
you,
me.
Kevin." And he's like, "I get it. I know. What do I do? Someone help me not to be."
Yeah. And then the sister's like, mom's gonna pack it for you anyway. Just leave it.
Which she makes a good point.
Yeah.
She's the almost nice voice of reason, because then she's like, "You what the French call les incompetents," and then he's like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then we get one of my favorite parts is when he finally just loses it, and he's like, "That's it. I'm living alone. When I grow up and get married, I'm living alone.
You hear me? I'm
living alone. I'm living alone." Yeah, it's great. And
And he
then
go-
Joe Pesci's down there just like shaking his head. And I love the transition here where you hear him stomping on the floor and it immediately goes into
the-
Buzz's. Is it Buzz's friend? Is it a cousin? Tapping
That's a
on
cousin.
the.
That's a cousin tapping on the
tapping on the spider case, and I'm like,
Yeah.
they don't like it when you do that.
Okay. We've been going over family a lot, so
Hit it. Hit me with it.
I'm gonna do it now. So
Good.
hang on.
You find that mute button.
I did find the mute button.
I said I should really find it because I
Oh, okay.
cough and sneeze into this thing, and I'm like, where is it?
It's right here. I've got my mouse hovering over it because my other mute little switch
Ah, there
makes
it
a
is.
weird noise.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay. So the McAllister family. The McAllister brothers. There's three of them. There's Peter, Frank, and Rob. Those are the adults.
Yes.
Um, Rob is the one who lives in Paris, has a brownstone in New York. He's doing really well for himself. Peter, who owns this house, is married to Kate. And then Frank, his other brother who lives in Ohio, is married to Leslie. Rob is married to a woman named Georgette.
Yes.
Peter and Kate have five kids. Buzz, the oldest. Megan, she's the one that was kind of nice to him, but told Kevin he was helpless. Um, Lenny is the one that called him les incompetents. Jeff is Pete from Pete and Pete, and
Yep.
then there's Kevin. Those are the five. Those are the five kids that Peter and Kate have. Frank and Leslie have four kids. Tracy, who is the curly-haired girl who was looking for shampoo when we first saw the kids.
Right.
Um, Sandra, we see her a little bit later. She's got the bangs and she kind of scowls at Kevin after the whole pizza incident.
Ah,
Yeah.
we're getting there.
Yep. And then there's Brooke and Fuller. Brooke is the little girl with the glasses, and Fuller is the kid that likes Pepsi and wets the bed.
And fun fact,
Yes, fun fact.
is played by Macaulay Culkin's little brother.
Yes. And then Rob and Georgette have two kids that are also in the house. Heather, the oldest girl of all the kids, she takes the head count the next day, and she
Mhm.
says she talks to the cop at one point. It's like, "No, my parents don't live here; they live in Paris," which I never caught before. That she actually said, "My parents live in Paris." Like, oh, okay, so she's gonna go see her parents with the rest of the family. She lives in the States now. And then there's Rod, who's the curly haired kid who's with Buzz to feed the tarantula.
Okay.
He's also Rob and Georgette's kid. So that's everybody in the house right now. 11 kids, 5 boys, 6 girls, four parents, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Thank you.
To
Also,
quote
fun
Heather.
fact, since we mentioned Fuller, and I don't really know where else to throw this in there, because we mentioned this would spawn 5 sequels. In early works, they were going to do a third Home Alone with John Hughes that would center around Fuller as the focal point.
Interesting.
It was very brief because they didn't think that Uncle Frank was a good enough character. No, I don't know. It got scrapped pretty early on, because John Hughes did the third one as well, I
Did
believe.
he?
Now I want to
Don't
double check that because
think
I know
so.
there was talks of him doing it, them doing the third one with Fuller. That yeah, and that idea did get scrapped pretty fast. Yeah, it was still done by John Hughes
Okay.
because John Hughes had it. Yeah, that's right, because he had a different idea, and so he scrapped the Fuller project for a complete new direction.
Interesting. Did he
Yeah,
write it
because
then, or was he just involved
no, he wrote
with
it.
the idea? Okay.
But anyway, let's get back into the movie because now we're in Buzz's room,
Yes.
and yeah, that's what it is. He flips out because he finds out he's gonna have to sleep on the third floor in the hide-a-bed with Fuller, and if he has something to drink, he's gonna wet the bed. And they make Fuller kind of sound like an alcoholic until you figure out that he's a little boy, not a drunk. Because everyone's talking
Yeah.
about if Fuller has something to drink, and it's like I'm concerned for Fuller's health.
Yeah. Who's getting Kevin's bed though? Why doesn't he just stay there?
Yeah, why does Buzz still get his room and everyone else gets their room, but not Kevin? Do you see this starting to see this dynamic? And we'll get into that later. But we're in
Yeah.
Buzz's room, and
Maybe. I mean, we never see Kevin's room. Maybe Kevin's got bunk beds or something. Like it's extra space with the girls in there. Kevin, you're upstairs with your cousin.
anyway, maybe.
I don't know.
But his room has apparently been given away to somebody, and we never
It.
see his room in the entire movie.
Yeah. It's all part of the let's frustrate Kevin more.
Yeah,
So we got to get him to a point where he blows up at the family.
right, we do. Anyway, we're in Buzz's room. He's asking his cousin about France, which makes a lot more sense now that I know that curly-haired kid is Rob's kid. So
Yes,
he actually lives in Paris.
he does.
And that's why Buzz is asking him a bunch of questions. And then Kevin comes in and does not get a warm welcome from his brother.
He does not.
And then all of a sudden they notice Old Man Marley somehow being on the complete opposite side of the room from the window, and Old Man Marley being quite a distance away from the window.
Yeah, they hear the noise of this the scraping of his big.
Oh, sure they do. It's like, check it out, Old Man Marley. And I'm like, how did you know? How?
He's
There's
their neighbor. That maybe faces their house or his house.
They're not even
Uh,
near the window. He's just like, "Oh, check it out, Old Man Marley." And then they go to the window and they look down and to the right.
or maybe his buzz is like, "Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Marley's out usually. Let's freak out Kevin."
Maybe.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Fun
they go
fact.
check out. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, it's a the name is a reference to a Christmas Carol from Jacob Marley,
Yes, it is. I never
Scrooge's
thought about
partner.
that until just now.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, like a Christmas Carol."
Yep.
So they go check it out, and yeah, we get the story of Old Man Marley, how he's the southbound shovel slayer.
Yeah. Bu Buzz goes on this whole thing about how he killed his whole family and half the people on the block with the snow shovel and never got prosecuted because they couldn't find the bodies.
Because they've sticks them in the trash can full of salt that turns them to mummies. And
Yep.
Kevin's just like, "Oh no."
I mean, as an 8-year-old, yeah, you're gonna believe that. I mean, as kids, like, that seems plausible.
Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't he do that?
Yeah.
Not enough evidence to convict. And then he looks up, and the music for the man is just it's terrifying.
Yes. Yes, it is. But yeah, they he's like, "Oh, look out. He's looking at us."
Yep.
Just just Buzz freaking out Kevin. Normally, he's leaning out the window. "Hey, Mr. Marley, how's it going?"
Yeah, every other day. Hey, Mr. Marley, how you doing today? Oh, getting the mail, I see. How's the
"You
wife?
being
How's the
good,
kids?
Buzz? As good as I can be."
You know me, troublemaker.
I'm a little scamp.
Oh, tousle your hair real quick. Because we've turned Home Alone into an Andy Griffith show.
Yeah.
I was a little Opie. It's still Kevin. Anyway, and we did gloss over it earlier. Uh, when Kate yells down in the beginning, Kate yells down to Peter, "Did you order the pizza?" Or maybe vice versa. But it mentions that Buzz is the one that ordered the pizza.
Yes, yes, but yes, Buzz. It is mentioned that Buzz specifically ordered pizza. Another thing I'd never caught until
At
this
least,
watch.
yeah,
You're
I
like,
caught it
oh,
a couple watches ago, and I was like,
oh, I see what happened.
and we'll get into it.
Yeah.
Here in a little bit. But Dad, the pizza guy shows up, and Dad always loves this bit where the pizza kid comes flying in and hits their statue
Yes, every time.
every time.
Statue goes, "Oh, donk."
Yep. And then we cut to inside the house, and Joe Pesci is talking to the youngest of the two kids in the house entirely, Fuller and Brooke.
Yep.
And they're just kind of staring at him. And then he tries to scare them. When the pizza guy knocks on the door, he's
Yeah.
like, tries to startle them. It's like you're still trying to be a cop, dude. Like,
He's like, "No one's paying attention."
but
Freaked him out a little
it
bit.
was great to act like I actually. This is one of the first times I actually thought about that. Like, what are you doing? Like, could you imagine if an adult was walking by and saw that? It's like, excuse me, what are you doing to my kids, dude?
Be like, "Just look at them."
We're planting.
Wave
I
your
don't
hand in front of their face. Not doing anything. I just wanted to see if they're okay.
know. They look like something out of The Shining.
Oh, but the pizza place is called Little Nero's Pizza.
Yeah, it is. Nero's.
Play on Little Caesars.
Oh, yeah, it probably is.
Yes, very much so.
You might be right there. Anyway, Joe Pesci, the cop lets the pizza guy in, and the pizza guy's like, "All right, that'll be 122.50." He's like, "Not for me, kid. I don't live here."
Yeah,
Oh, you're just around for the holidays, then? He's like, "Yeah, I guess you can say that."
yeah. That's a lot of pizzas. There's 10 of them.
And 12 bucks, that's a
They're
lot.
12 bucks each. That's a lot for the 90s.
I was gonna say that's expensive pizza.
Yeah, I don't know if pizza was generally high in the 90s
I
because
don't
of all the
know.
popularity of it, but, I mean, you could get they still have 5, $6 deals for pizzas here nowadays, and that's, what, 30 plus years later?
Yeah, this pizza kid has always Reminded me of Uncle Brad.
Okay.
Looked like him, talked like him, sounded like him. I don't know. Just always, even still.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's worth mentioning or not.
I can see it.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, even now when I watch the movie, it's just like, huh, yep,
The driving and everything.
the car,
Oh, but yeah, so now there's 2 people in the house trying to get a hold of an adult or anybody that can make decisions.
right? So yeah, so Uncle Frank comes out and grabs the pizza, and the pizza guy's like, "Hey, that's 122.50," and Frank's like, "It's my brother's house. He'll take care of it."
Which
Which-
I touched on the McAllister brothers, but this is where we find out that Frank is not as well off, or at least he's cheaper than the rest of them.
Yes,
Because we also find out I think Peter bought all the tickets.
he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got if Rob who has two who lives in Paris has a brownstone in New York. Peter who's got this house bought the tickets everybody to go to Paris, and then there's Frank who at one point on the plane tells his wife to put the crystal
We'll
salt
get
and
to
pepper
that.
cake.
Shh, don't get too far ahead. We got plenty of movie to go, and we got a lot of time to do it. So,
I know. Okay,
and
well
at this
that
point,
since we're in this part, Leslie says we can pay for it. Frank's like, I just got traveler's checks. We're good.
yeah, Kate's like, "Don't worry, Frank, we have cash."
Yeah,
Oh, that comes later too.
it does come later. I'm jumping ahead, but
Yeah,
I figured
but
we'd touch on Frank really quick.
a fun fact actually during that part,
Yeah.
after he says, "Don't worry, we have cash," you can hear Peter in the background saying, "We'll probably get there, and his traveler checks will be no good."
That's funny. I missed that.
Yeah, this is the first I watched this movie no less than 6 million times, and this is the first time I've noticed.
Yeah.
But to go back a little bit, Peter comes down and talks to the cop and doesn't pay the pizza guy
No, he does not.
and then leaves. And so the entirety of this family has left these two men unattended in their house and have sat down for dinner. And then Peter's
Yes.
like, "Oh, by the way, Kate, the pizza guy needs to be paid." And there's still a cop chilling there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it's Peter's like food. I don't care.
Yeah. And then Kevin's looking around for a plain cheese pizza because he's a little picky eater.
He is,
And we
which I
find out,
understand.
I get it.
Yeah.
Little kids, they like plain cheese pizza. Not a problem.
Yeah.
Order the kid a plain cheese. So I didn't understand this part until I was an adult either. Because Kevin's like, "Hey man, anybody order me a plain cheese?" And Buzz is like, "Yeah, we did, but if you want any, someone's gonna have to barf it all up because it's gone." And I'm like, "You never ordered a cheese pizza at all."
Yeah, because like I said, this is the first time I heard that Buzz ordered the pizzas. There's no
Right.
way he ordered a cheese.
No. Oh, Kevin wants a cheese? No, I want this.
Yeah.
And then yeah, and then he does. I'm like, that was well, as a kid, I was always like, that's so mean of him to like order the cheese pizza, scarf it down really fast.
Yeah.
Like, no, he didn't. He just didn't order one. He didn't eat the kid's pizza. He didn't get him a pizza,
And they let Buzz order 10 pizzas?
right? And
I'm
at this, okay, so then Buzz starts doing the oh Kevin, get a plate, like he's gonna throw up the pizza so
y
Kevin can eat.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, of course Buzz ordered it. There's 15 people and 10 pizzas.
Right.
That's a lot of pizza, even with
Yeah.
all those kids.
Right. He didn't order a cheese though.
No, he didn't.
He got something else instead. Oh, he must have forgot it. I don't know.
10 pizzas, find out everybody else's favorite all the other kids' favorite pizza except Kevin.
Yeah.
"Hey, Fuller, what do you like?" "Hawaiian." "Okay, we'll get 3 Hawaiians." Weird family, but okay. As long as they don't get the cheese for Kevin. "Hey, Mr. Mario, look at me being a scamp again."
So Kevin flips at this point and charges Buzz, which I'm thinking, good for you, dude. Buzz is significantly larger than you are, and you're still going for it.
Yeah, Buzz is like twice the size of Kevin. Kevin's
Yeah,
tiny.
and he still knocks him back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
he puts his
Buzz
all
knocks
into it.
everything over because we glossed over where Kate said, "I want everyone drinking milk because we're leaving."
Right. And they've gotta eat 10 pizzas between the 15 of them.
Easy. Anyway, So chaos ensues. Stuff gets knocked over. Things get spilled. Little Fuller gets smushed behind a chair. Fun fact.
Yeah.
This was actually shot in reverse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they started it by they set up Fuller with the chair, and then they had someone who I think it's Uncle Frank stand up and scoot in one fluid motion.
Yeah.
Took a few takes to get it to look right, but yeah, it was actually done backwards because they didn't want to actually crush the kid.
That's nice of them.
Yeah. So anyway, everyone's mad at Kevin because, of course, this is all Kevin's fault. And another clue that we missed or glossed over is when they're cleaning up the milk, they throw away Kevin's ticket.
Do they?
Yeah, you can see it. They do a quick. They when Peter throws everything into the trash can, they hold it there for a second, and you can see Kevin's ticket in the trash.
Interesting.
That's why they don't catch it at the airport.
Because I know they microwave a bunch of them too.
Yep, they can't count to 15, but that's okay.
Nope. They did their head count where they're fine.
Yeah. But anyway, every single person is like, "What's wrong with you, Kevin?" And this is where me and Dad still butt heads
Okay.
because he's like, "Oh, that little Kevin's a brat," and I'm like, "No, maybe a little." But this poor kid, he has been getting treated like garbage this entire movie
Yeah.
by everybody. Nobody wants him around. Everybody makes fun of him. Everybody picks on him. His parents are like, "Oh, Buzz is perfect. Buzz doesn't pick on Kevin at all. Let's let him order the pizza." Like, of
He
course he's like he's flipping out.
yeah.
Finally,
He does tell his mom to get off the phone and make him do something earlier. Why don't you get off the phone and make me?
I'm not saying he's not entirely a brat.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, sure, he's got a little bit of the youngest complex. Sure, he's
Yeah.
a little mouthy and lippy. At the same time, though, he's the youngest of 5, and his older siblings all pick on him.
Yeah.
They
Megan
all
not
and
so
and
much.
and the rest of them get along. So he's the only one that gets picked on that we see.
Yeah. Well, he's the it looks like he's the youngest by about a fair amount.
Sure, yeah,
Because
he's
Jeff's like 14. Buzz is pushing 16, 17,
no Buzz is
maybe 15.
yeah Buzz is like 15, Jeff is 13, Lenny's 14,
Megan's 15 as well. They're all kind of in that range.
yeah, and he's 8. He
Yeah.
was the surprise.
and,
But yeah, so they all have
and
this little bond, and then they have the little brother who, I mean, I don't know. It seems like the dynamic of the household is Kevin does not get treated well, and he has had it.
yeah.
He's got to give up his room. He doesn't want to go to Paris anyway. He just wants a stinking cheese pizza. No one will get him.
Yeah. He has to sleep with Fuller.
Yeah. So anyway, it's time for Kevin to be removed.
Yeah. This is where we get Uncle Frank's line. Look what you did, you little jerk.
Which, I mean, is anyone gonna have a talk with Uncle Frank about that? Because he's still 8.
Probably not. It's like, oh, that's just Frank.
So Kate takes Kevin upstairs and finally he pays the pizza guy.
yes.
And which Kevin is like, "How come we didn't bring any more cheese pizzas?" And he's like, "Sorry, kid." Like
Sorry, kid. There wasn't even any cheese pizzas there to begin with.
the pizza guy's been nicer to Kevin than any of his family's been.
yeah.
But yes, he is kind of a brat. I will give Dad that. I'm just saying, I think his flip out is justified in this situation,
Yeah.
at
But
least to an
we're
extent.
we're the only ones that seen everything pile onto him too. Everybody else is always has taken it in little chunks. Like, why is he acting like this?
Sure, but we're both parents, right?
True. Yes.
We know there's two sides to every story.
Yes.
We know that little Kevin, in your case, little Jacob, in my case, little Finley, don't
Yeah.
just flip out for absolutely zero reason whatsoever. What did you do?
Eh.
Not to that level.
I know.
Especially like I know well enough when Nate and Finley are together that if Finley starts yelling, Nate's doing something. These parents should also know that when little Kevin and little Buzz little Kevin starts getting mad at little Buzz, Buzz is doing something.
yeah.
It might not be a lot of something, but it's something. I mean, as an older
True.
brother, you knew exactly how to push the right buttons very subtly to get me to be like, ah, and you to be like, I didn't do anything.
he's just acting up.
I don't know what he's doing. Crouton.
Look at this mushroom, it's looking at you.
Anyway,
Here's some pine
Kate,
cones.
Kate takes Kevin upstairs,
You're like, "Let me cut that and that."
and then she says, "Get upstairs," and he's like, "I am upstairs," and she goes, "All the way." And he's like, "Third floor. It's scary up there." And she's
Yeah.
like, "You're not scared of up there. Don't give me that."
He
And
does
then he
call her
tries.
dummy here too, though.
He does, and that kind of seals his fate because he's
It's
like,
like
"I'm sorry," and she's like, "Too late. Get up there." And that now that I mean, and he's probably also really hungry. They've been waiting on pizza for a while. Everyone's
Yeah.
talking about how they're hungry,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, no, he's probably hangry.
and now he doesn't get dinner at all.
Nope. Nope, he just is sent upstairs.
Set upstairs, and nobody checks on him for the rest of the night.
Nope. Kevin's just gone.
Kevin just got because he also says that he hopes he never sees any of those jerks again. So, and then he gets up there and he wishes away his family.
Yeah.
And mom's like, "You're gonna be pretty sad if you wake up tomorrow and you don't have a family."
He's like, "No, I won't."
No, I won't. Turns out. Oh. And then the power goes out. We see the power
Turns
go
out
out.
he's not.
Yeah, not at all for the first day. Especially thinking he did it.
Yeah.
So we see the power goes out overnight. And then the next day we see them fixing the power or trying to fix the telephone wires. And
Yeah.
the shuttle service shows up and is knocking on the door. And then Peter and Kate eventually wake up and they're like, "Peter, he slept in."
Yeah.
Yeah. They realize they slept in case that didn't pick up.
Oh, yeah. They realize they slept in, and
And,
nobody else has been up,
and
apparently.
we get the fast forward scramble.
We do.
Now, let's take a break here and talk about the house.
Oh,
Because this
I was just gonna say, let's talk about the house.
because we see all the exterior shots are actually shot around the house. A real
Yeah.
house in the suburbs of Chicago.
Yeah,
And
it took them a while to find the house, but they needed something that stood out, that was iconic, that they like,
yes,
he wants to fight for this because the
yes,
house is special.
and everything shot outside is actually shot outside of that house.
Yes.
And fun fact that little Macaulay Culkin, in between scenes and whatnot, they actually, uh, I don't know if I say they didn't know the family, but they interacted with the family quite a bit. So there were a lot of times in between shots where the kids would hang out with the kids of the family who were letting them use their house.
Oh, fun.
And then, at was it an abandoned pool nearby
So they
or the gym? I can't remember exactly what it was.
there was an abandoned school in the area where they had also shot Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Uncle Buck, because John Hughes wanted to shoot as much as he could in Chicago because he's
We
Mr.
love Chicago.
Chicago, basically.
Yeah.
Um, so they used this abandoned school, and they realized the interiors were all too small. They couldn't film in the house, but the school had a gym, so they built the whole house inside this school in the gym and everything.
Yes,
Um,
and so, like, that is an exact replica of the inside of the house too.
yes, yes. They liked the layout. They liked everything. They just needed it bigger in certain spots, walls to move so they could film. Um, so they built the whole interiors inside this abandoned school where they had all their offices and everything as well.
And fun fact,
Yes,
since Home Sweet Home Alone is actually a continuation in the same universe as the first two movies,
it is.
during its release, Devin Rattray, who played Buzz, was giving tours of the Home Alone house. The owners of the Home Alone house currently were on board with a promotion, and so they decorated their house like the Home Alone house, and they were giving tours of it.
Really, that's cool.
Yes.
Also, fun
Unf-
fact, since we're talking about,
oh,
oh, you finish
I
up,
was
and then
gonna
I'll
say,
go back.
unfortunately, those tours were cut short given Devin Rattray's legal trouble that he got in during that time.
Oh, that's not good.
No, no, don't look him up.
Oh,
Continue.
um, what was I talking about? Oh, the house. Since it is Christmas in this movie and Christmas themed, almost everything in the house is red and green.
Yes.
You got green wallpapers, maroon wallpapers. Everything is those two Christmas colors for the most part. They lean heavily into that to make this interior feel like the Christmas spirit, basically.
And they did a
So
good job. But Now back to our movie.
Yes, back to our movie. Back to our
So
regularly scheduled program. No, not
nope,
really.
not really. So the neighbor kid comes over. Random neighbor kid, Mr. the little Murphy boy. And this kid is rude, but
He's
he's essential.
he is.
So he comes over and he starts bugging the shuttle drivers, asking where the McAllisters are going. First he asks, are you guys going on a trip? They're like, kid, I'm a shuttle driver.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
get the fast forward rush of everyone trying to get ready as quick as possible and get out.
Yeah, and he the kid starts rifling through bags.
Yeah. Look, he takes a picture of the inside of the van.
He's like, "Oh,
With
this is cool." Click.
yeah, they're gonna get a random picture. Like, what is this? Oh, Murphy, you're being good, Murphy. Yes, Mr. Marley. No, everybody but Kevin knows this guy.
Yeah.
Totally derailed. Anyway, Kate calls for a head count. Heather does the head count.
Yep.
Counts the little Murphy kid as Kevin.
Yes, yes, he does. She's going through counting them, all of them. So she's got her head count.
Yep. And then he leaves, and he's waving at everybody, and no one thinks like, huh, did we count him instead of Kevin?
Like, what's the Murphy kid doing here? I don't know.
No one acknowledges no one acknowledges him, no one does anything. He's just
Nope.
bye, bring me back something French, and they're like nothing because they don't notice him or acknowledge him. They're not like anything. Anywho,
Yeah. So he's there. He watches them leave. They all think they're good to go, and
yeah, but and as they're leaving, Frank's like, we're never gonna make this plane. It leaves in 45 minutes. And Peter's like, you gotta be positive, Frank. And Frank's like, you be positive, I'll be realistic. And then we cut to them running through the airport to I don't know the name of the song. Run Run
uh,
Rudolph.
yeah, I think so.
That's what I'm gonna call it. That's what I'm sticking with. That's wrong. Feel free to know.
No, please reach out.
But they make the plane, and Kate's like, I hope we didn't forget anything. And then we cut to Kevin.
Yeah, no, and the stewardess grabs the tickets, like, get on. I'll make sure they all get on. Just go, just go.
Yep.
And she's just shoving them all on, basically. And like you said, since they tossed out Kevin's ticket, she's looking at 14 tickets, shoves 14 people on, and they go.
Yep.
Because if there had been 15 tickets, it's like you're one short. There's 15.
You're missing a kid.
Yeah,
And then we don't have a movie. But yeah, Kevin's home alone. He's getting up. Love his hair.
yeah. It's like, what's going on? Where is everybody?
And he's just kind of, I must have gotten up before everybody. Goes into the kitchen and turns on the TV, and he's just kind of awfully quiet. Probably should have some leftover pizza.
But he won't
Because they didn't even
because there's
clean up
not
the
cheese.
right, and they didn't even clean up the milk mess properly. So like, they're gonna get back, and that house gonna stink.
Yeah,
And then we kind of we have a bit of a back and forth here that I don't. Yeah, we'll just kind of do it as it comes up. But we're
okay.
on the plane now. They're in first class. We see Frank and Leslie, and Frank's like, "Dude, these are real crystal," and she's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Put them in your purse," and she's like, "Whoa, excuse you?" And he's like, "Put them in your purse." Just put 'em- just But
Yeah,
and then we missed when he first gets on the plane. He's like, "You guys have champagne, right? It's free, right? It's free, yeah."
yeah, yeah.
And so
Frank,
Frank steals from the airline. He steals their crystal salt and pepper shaker, I guess it was.
he does.
And
He gets all the free champagne he can get. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, that Frank is not as he's a little more.
frugal,
I was gonna say frugal, but he's kind of cheap,
kind of. Wait
and
for
and he's
episode.
just he's taking advantage of his brother's hospitality.
Yeah, I think his brother knows.
Oh yeah, clearly.
His sister-in-law very much knows,
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure the only reason they're getting included is because of their kids.
yeah,
But then we get Kevin wandering the house, looking for people. We find out he's afraid of the basement because he's down there and something talks to him.
yeah. And apparently Fuller never made it upstairs either. They
No,
put
because
Fuller elsewhere.
they did put Fuller. They said they were going to. I glossed
Okay,
over that because he's like, I don't want to sleep with Fuller. If he has something to drink, he'll wet the bed. And she's like, fine, we'll put him somewhere else.
it's probably on the couch in the den.
Yeah, or still behind the chair. I don't know. Anyway, Kevin's actually worried now, so he's running around and he goes outside and he looks. He goes, sees the cars. The cars are still here. They didn't go to the airport.
And it dawns
And
on
then
him. His wish
I
came
made
true.
I made my family disappear. And then we get a 8-year-old party montage. He's
Yeah.
celebrating the fact that his family is gone.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah, and this is the first time I thought that he actually that, wa it's been a while since I've seen Home Alone, but this is the first time I actually connected that he thinks he made his family disappear, like gone, that they didn't just go leave him there.
oh yeah, no, he what? Really?
Yeah, because whenever he said that, I was like, "Okay, he thinks they got on the plane and left him." But no, he's like, "The
No,
cars are still there." He think they disappeared.
he thinks they vanished.
Yes.
Like it was a Christmas wish that came true. Yeah, so he having a time of his life, and then he goes to Buzz's room.
Yeah, like we said, he doesn't miss them.
No,
She was
he's
wrong.
he's rifling through Buzz's trunk.
Yep.
I like the joke here with the magazine.
Yeah.
It's really it's so funny. It's
Yeah,
still good. I still laugh every time because it's such a kid reaction.
it is.
And then we get a picture of Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof, which is really mean. But fun fact,
Yes, fun fact.
you have the fun fact.
No, go ahead.
So this picture that we see is actually one of the cast member. I think one of the cast members, one of the producer, or it's somebody's son that they threw a wig on and told him to make a really weird face
Yeah.
because John Hughes was like, we cannot take a picture of a little girl and have this joke.
No, no.
We have to have a laugh at the whole thing. So they got a kid who thought it was funny
Yeah.
to agree to it.
Yes.
It is, yeah, because John Hughes was like, that would be way too mean to do to a poor little girl,
Yeah, we can't do that.
and
Get
he
your
was
son in
right.
here.
And
Yes.
bless him because it made it great because the kids just like they threw a wig on him and they're like, okay, and he goes, yeah, and they're like, perfect. And then we cut to the plane, and it's nighttime, dark time out, and
Yes,
they've been
because
on
of
that
time
plane for
zones
a
and whatnot.
long time.
Yeah.
Anyway, and
Well,
Kate's like, I forgot something. I know it. And Peter's like, no, we didn't. You just think we left in a hurry. And she's like, nope, pretty sure we did. Did I try? I didn't turn off the coffee. And he's like, no, I turned off the coffee. And she's like, oh, did you close the garage? And he goes, that's it. Didn't close the
yep.
garage. That's it. That's what it is. And she goes, no, that's not it. And I
You
love
like
this
this?
part because Catherine O'Hara is a great actress, and
Yeah.
you can see the character of Kate like going through everything. Like we did this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and then you see it click. I never woke up Kevin.
Yeah. She's like, I never woke up Kevin. I haven't seen Kevin in 6 hours, or I haven't seen Kevin since last night.
Right,
She was,
and then she's like,
she's like, who have I seen? She's seen everybody else.
yeah, no Kevin, and that's when she's like, Kevin.
Yes, and something we didn't mention is that the four adults are in first class.
Yes,
Kate asked Peter at one point, "Is like, hey, you don't feel bad that we're on first class while the kids are sitting back in coach?" Um,
he's like, no, I feel bad for everybody in Coach.
yeah, yeah, no, I my travels growing up were in the back of a station wagon. This is great,
Yeah, the
but that
kids are having the time of their life. It's fine.
yeah, and that separation too helps with the fact that they don't know it's Kevin because the kids aren't going to pay attention. They either think somebody's sitting next to an empty seat.
Yeah,
Odds are it's Buzz, and he's like, eh.
yeah. Huh? That Kevin was supposed to be here. Who cares? Yeah.
there,
What?
there's either somebody sitting next to an empty seat doesn't say anything, or since there's 11 kids, three, 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 and one. Wait, no, how does that go? Three, 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 and two, or rows
So
of
Kev,
five. I don't know. Either that or somebody was just by themselves in another row.
well, so there's 15 people altogether, right?
Yes.
Minus Kevin. That's an even number. So
Yeah.
Kevin very well could have been the odd guy sitting by himself somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That maybe that Kevin's seat was by himself in another row, and all the
Because
other
of
kids are just kind of
course,
doing their thing.
because it seems like everyone pairs off except Kevin.
Yeah.
We spent way too much time on that.
Anyway, yes. Kate realizes Kevin's gone. She screams, and
We cut to Kevin and he's got his sled up at the top of the stairs and he's trying to shoot the angle. And I'm thinking, no. As a kid, it was fun, but there, no.
yeah, no, it's
And that is actually the house.
yeah. Um, I'll touch on this at the very end
But
because it takes place at the very end.
he sleds down the hill and he shoots out at the door and into the yard.
Yep, he does the thing that everybody wants to do.
And we could have.
We could have. It lined up where it lined up perfectly. Our door was over in the right spot.
Yes, it was.
I
However,
don't know why we didn't try. Actually, I think
I
we did.
I no, we did not try, and I know why we tried,
Why?
and it was Dad that stopped us, and not for like you can't do that. But it was, and he was just like, you can't do that, and we're like, what? Why not? That's awesome. He goes, the lip at the front door. That's when we realized there was about an half an inch lip or an inch lip. Remember at the
Yeah.
front door, and he's like, you'll hit that, and you'll stop, or at least the sled will.
Yeah. Yeah. In hindsight, thinking back, I think we would have just hit that landing and crumpled.
Yo, yeah, we would have gotten so hurt.
I don't think we would even made it to all the way out like to that lip. I think it was just down the stairs landing
Yeah,
where
we
the
could
where
have.
the
We had all kinds of like cardboard and stuff like that. We could have made an actual ramp.
yeah. What we did do was get in sleeping bags and slide down the stairs.
I don't remember that at all.
Oh, I got in sleeping bags and slid down the stairs.
But speaking of things that you see in movies and try, one year I think I was like 8 or 9. You always see people sledding down their hill on one of those aluminum garbage can lids. That's not a
Yeah.
thing you can do in real life. Those things stop. I went full force, face first into the concrete, and
They have
full on
handles on them.
and full scorpion.
Uh,
It yeah. I went inside. I think my snow day was over after I tried that.
I can see that.
It's just like this is gonna be because we didn't have a sled. I'm like, oh, let's use the top of a garbage can lid. You see it all the time in movies. Nope.
We didn't we didn't usually have sleds. We had the inflatable ones, the tubes.
Right, but we didn't even have those.
Eventually we did.
Yeah,
'Cause I remember going down that hill, and then we'd hike it down um, a few blocks to
the big hill.
the big hill. That was a blast. That was huge.
Yeah, and everyone who lived on that hill hated it because we just ice over that. We just turned that hill into a sheet of ice sledding down it
Yeah, and not just us. Kids came from everywhere.
everywhere. Yeah, that hill was epic. We
Yeah,
eventually
since it
piled.
was since it was like an offshoot of the main road, it didn't get a lot of use, and it was steep enough. Because if you went up the other side, there was a hill, but that was the main hill that people had to get up and down.
Right. Yeah. But that was some quality sledding. And then of course at Jonathan's house, when they on the backside after that construction was going on. So during
Yeah,
our teen years that they had it there was a pretty nice hill back there.
that's back when we had regular snow in this state.
No kidding. Anyway,
I'm sitting here thinking, like, what were we talking about?
now we cut to Kevin eating junk and watching rubbish. He turns on the movie that Uncle Frank wouldn't let him watch. Now, fun fact about this movie. This is not a real movie.
Correct. It is not a real movie, and for the
It is
longest time, I thought it was.
and people still do think it is.
Yes.
But it is a parody of a movie called Angels with Filthy Souls. Either
Okay.
that or that's the or that either that or that is the movie
I
in
think
the
that's the name of
movie.
the movie in the movie.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the name of it, and it's a parody of Angels with Dirty Faces. That's what the parody. That's what the actual
Okay.
movie is. That it's a parody of.
AC says it's 10%.
That effect, AC ain't in charge no more. Every time I watch it, I quote the whole thing and the whole dialogue. Yeah, I bug people sometimes. He'll call you when he gets out. Took me a long time to realize what that meant.
Oh. But yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, he's finally watching the movie that he wanted to watch.
turns out Johnny's trigger happy. We
Yeah.
lose snakes, and that scares Kevin. And they're back on the plane, and this time everybody is aware except for the kids, I guess.
Yeah, it's just it's Frank
They're
and
just
Leslie tending to Peter, who doesn't seem too fussed, and Kate. He's had a
Uncle
few
Frank.
champagnes. He's like,
Uncle
I can't
Uncle
handle
Frank isn't worried at all either. He's like, "Hey, if it makes you feel any better, I forgot my reading glasses."
Yes, Frank, that's the same.
Yep, thanks, Frank. I feel all better. Let's go to Paris.
I'll kill you.
That would have been funny. But we cut back to Chicago, and we finally meet Harry and Marv.
Officially. We've seen
Officially.
Harry before.
We've seen Harry, but we never met him.
Right.
And we see how good Harry did at casing the neighborhood. He's got all those automatic. He's got it all. He's got it all mapped out, figured out, even down to the automatic timers. He
Yep.
can point out when they're all going to come on. But
Yeah.
we
Well,
also find what?
I was gonna say he's been doing it for about a week.
Yeah, no, he did his homework.
Talking to all the houses, finding out what lights are coming on while people are gone. If people were gone when he was trying to get the information, he'd still get the lights synchronized. So he's on top of it.
Yeah,
These
absolutely.
are proper criminals.
Yep. Well, Harry is.
Yeah.
Um, but we also find out that the McAllister house is the reason they started working in the neighborhood. That is his
Silver tuna.
silver tuna. I was kind of thinking something better, but silver tuna takes it.
That's what he calls it, is silver tuna.
I know, but I was thinking of a different metaphor, and I couldn't come up with it anyway. But they're gonna go for the McAllister house, and Kevin's home. They're not expecting that. Kevin hears them, and Kevin starts turning on all the lights in the house, and they're like, "Oh, uh-oh,"
Yeah, he's like, I thought you said they were gone.
because they're supposed to be.
We'll go.
So they get out of there.
Yep.
And then we cut to Paris. They land in Paris. They bombard this poor woman and steal the phone from her and hang up on her friend.
Yeah.
And Kate
Who
is,
speaks French and I don't think anything else.
and yeah, does not know English in the slightest bit. And Kate hands out money in her pocketbook to get the kids and Leslie to go start calling to try to get somebody who might be in the neighborhood and be home to go rescue Kevin or go check on Kevin or to go Kevin something.
Yes, yes. Although from what we've get just from what we've just gathered, it looks like the McAllisters were the last to leave. No, the Murphys must have been the last to leave,
Yeah, the Murphys were
but
the
they're gone
last to
too.
leave. Yep. And then we cut to Kevin, and he's hiding under the bed, and he's like, "Well, this doesn't work because I'm the man of the house now, so I'm not afraid anymore." And he starts screaming that into the night as he walks out of his front door.
He's like, "Yeah, come back, you jerks! I'm not afraid anymore."
And then he runs into Old Man Marley, and it turns out he is very afraid still.
Yeah,
And it took me a long time to even catch the joke here because he screams at Old Man like Mr. Marley, you could be more friendly instead of just ominously staring down this 8-year-old little boy.
right. Hey, kid, how's it going? Or something. Say hi.
I'm not afraid anymore. Oh, well, that's a good thing not to be.
Yeah.
Boo. That's
He pulls a Harry.
what I was referencing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because before he comes out, he's like, only a wimp hides under the bed. And so he runs from Old Man Marley, goes back into the room, and if you notice, he hops under the covers because only a wimp would hide under the bed.
Yeah, yeah, he's got this all planned out.
And then we get a very iconic scene. We cut to they live in, I guess, a place called Village, as they call the Village Police Department.
Yeah.
And we get
We get
Kate
a
gets
return
trans-
character to
we
our or
yes,
return actor.
return actor. We get Larry Haken.
Yep,
And we
and he
get the.
was
If you've listened to the podcast, you know what he's been in. Plane, Trains, and Automobile. Yeah. Anyway, he was on Friends.
there was a really early one that he was in. It's not important. Anyway, yes, he's back.
Yes. And so he's the police department is transferring Kate back and forth between the police department and the family crisis hotline. Larry Hankin is part of the family crisis hotline. He has got his script memorized.
He does. He does not take questions, only answers.
And he can read a magazine and eat a donut while he's doing it.
Hmm.
And that I love that he drops the donut and it just sticks to the receiver on the phone. That was not scripted. That was not planned. That just happened, and he went with it. And they
Yeah,
thought it was hilarious, so they
you
kept
just
it.
you just roll with it.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, yeah, Hyper on 2. Hang
Yep.
on.
Yep.
So yeah, the police department. She's trying to wrap a present. He's trying to read his paper magazine and eat a donut.
Yeah. And they got this
They
hyper
are
lady
both very
calling.
put out.
Yeah. And they got this hyper lady saying, "I forgot my kid at home. Can I just want you send a police officer over to the house to check on him?" And she's
Yeah,
like, "Oh, is that all you need? Okay, ma'am."
yeah,
And then
what? Family service like you just want us to go check on him? That's it. Uh, I feel like this conversation needed more information on both parts. It's
yeah,
like
but Kate's panicked and the cops don't really care about their job right now.
right, right, but you're like look, this happened. We're bad parents. We left him home, but we're in Paris.
We need
He's
to
8. Somebody go check on him. Make sure he's okay. Put him somewhere safe.
yeah. And then we cut back to
But that's a
the air
testament to the 90s. Kids are resilient.
absolutely. Yeah, they are. But yeah, we're in the airport and yeah, we get nothing from nothing but answering machines and now Kate is trying to get a flight back to Chicago. Fun fact, this ticket agent lady
Yes.
would later go on to play or be in Captain America Civil War and she would be Tony Stark's mother.
Really?
Yes,
That is a fun fact. I like that. That's interesting.
but she's no help.
No, no, she's not. They're like, come on, can't you just ask somebody to give her their ticket and see if that's no, we're not going to ask somebody to give up their ticket.
Which they do all the time. I've been to the airport.
Not in
Is
France.
anybody willing to? Apparently not in France. Apparently not in the early 90s, 1990 in France, because this movie is 1990. I forgot to say when this was released.
It was released in 1990.
I was like, oh, I'll remember. I didn't write it down, but I'll remember. Nope, forgot. For those of you curious, this movie was released November 16th, 1990.
Perfect for the Christmas time, and when the Christmas holiday hit, it boomed, which left it, which is why it was on
It
the
did.
the top of the charts for like 14 weeks.
Right.
Also, Siskel and Ebert hated it when they
Really?
saw it. Yeah, they said it was not a good movie. It was predictable. They did not like it. And then the American people were like, "We like it.
Yeah,
We don't
we
care what
do.
you think."
We do. Anyway, the ticket agent says that they can get Kate a flight out on Friday in two
Yes.
days. And she's like,
That's what I was gonna say. That's what Peter finds out, that they can all get on a plane on Friday. That's the soonest anybody can get out, but the whole family can get out on Friday. Um,
I'm not waiting for that.
no, she's like, you can hang out here and get on standby. Sometimes things
And
open up.
that's what she decides to do. So
Yep.
everyone but mom goes to Uncle Rob's house.
Yeah,
Then we
yeah,
cut to
and I've since I had the subtitles on and everything, and we're watching this more. There, I've always just kind of heard mumbling when they're in the airport talking to each other, but Peter's like, "Hey, you don't get lost too. Go find Kevin.
right.
We'll be here. Let us know." Basically, it's like,
Yep.
oh, they're actually saying things as opposed to
Yeah, no, it's not the adults in peanuts.
nope.
But we're at the next morning and Kevin's giving a monologue to himself in the mirror after his shower, and
Yes,
we get the famous aftershave face,
we do.
which fun fact,
I was just gonna go into this fun fact. You
I'll
have it.
let you I'll
No,
let
go
you
ahead.
take it. I took the last one.
Right. Okay. So this was not how it was supposed to play out. The original script had him patting his face twice, taking his hands away, giving us that beat, and then going into a scream.
Yes.
But it just ended up the way it did, and it was adorable, and they loved it.
Yeah, he couldn't figure out to drop. Every take they did, he kept forgetting to drop his hands.
Yeah, yeah, and they're like, man, that was a very kid reaction, kid mistake to have there, but it worked and it looked cute, so they left it,
Yeah, I
and
never questioned it.
it was iconic. I mean, it's on the poster. Not that scene,
Yeah,
but the hands on the face screaming. They're like, "Oh, that's adorable."
it worked. And then Kevin decides he needs money.
He
So
does.
so he
If he's gonna survive, he needs capital.
yeah, so he starts climbing Buzz's shelves and Buzz has a lot of shelves in his room.
I
That's a
mean, they've
pretty
got
neat
high ceilings.
it's floor to ceiling
Yeah,
of shelving.
it is.
That's a lot of shelving.
It is.
Okay, it
I'm
seemed like
agreeing
you
with
were
you.
it seemed like you were disagreeing with me.
No, no. I mean,
I'm like, that's a lot of shelving. You're like, they have high ceilings. And I go, well, okay, correct.
I, I was
It's a
agreeing
set.
you.
There's no ceiling.
I was agreeing with you in a roundabout way. Yes,
Sure.
he has a lot of shelves, but I mean, they're floor to ceiling. It makes sense.
He's got a lot of stuff on them shelves.
He does. He's got a whole
Anyway,
wall of stuff
yeah.
like this.
Anyway, the shelving, not even close to what Buzz is.
I know.
Marshall was pointing at the shelves behind him for those of you that can't see everybody. But yeah, he breaks the shelving and he falls to the floor and everything breaks. And he finds Buzz's life savings.
Yep. Fun fact:
Yes.
the stunt double for Kevin, he was 30 at the time, um, and he was a shorter guy, and they had this whole rig set up so when he got up to a certain point, they'd pull these pegs that were holding the shelves up out, and the whole thing would just collapse down. Watching this as an adult, with kids, that could have ended the movie right then and there. Kevin crawling out from under all those boards. He got lucky.
Yeah, he did, and he let the spider loose.
Yeah, yeah. But that's something that never really dawned on. Like, oh, he broke the shelves. Haha. It's like that was a
That's dangerous.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it is.
I
But
mean,
he
and the
gets
first thing
money.
he does is he pushes a board off his head. It's like, okay.
Yeah, yeah, no, he was very fortunate. But anyway, so he starts heading to the store and he notices the burglar's van at the Murphy's house and he's like, "Oh, I thought the Murphys left." And then we cut to the burglars, Harry and Marv, robbing the Murphys and playing with all their Christmas stuff. Like
Yeah.
they're not just in and out and have a burglar. They're like, "Oh, let's hang out and reap." I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
So yeah, so Harry's playing with the toys. They've unwrapped stuff under the tree, it looks like, and they're playing with it. And then Marv's just breaking stuff.
Yeah, and Harry's like, "You're one of the greatest cat burglars. You want to keep it down?"
He's like, no one's here. Smash, smash.
Yeah, and then they get a phone call. Hello? Wait, no.
Yeah. But yeah,
And
they get a
Pete,
there's a phone call that comes through and the answer machine kicks on.
yep, and they hear Peter's message, and it's like, "Oh, it's the McAllisters. They are gone, but they left their kid home alone." Which I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do with that as a criminal. If you're a criminal, would let us know. Anyway, so we cut to Kevin. He's buying a toothbrush, and
Yep.
he's what a kid. Excuse me, is this toothbrush approved by the American Dental Association? I don't know, kid.
I don't think my kids know what the American Dental Association is.
I still don't know what the American Dental Association is. And the lady's like, I don't know. And then he's like, and then to be worse, he's like, can you please find out? And the lady's like, customer service.
That that's where you just say yes.
I know. I'm like, lie to the boy. Yeah, it is.
It's a kid. Yes. I
And then he's like, hey, Frank, I don't know what his name was. Is this toothbrush approved by the American Dental Association? He's like, I have no idea.
who
But
wants
it's
to
like,
know? That kid?
so somebody say yes.
Yeah, just tell him it is.
Tell him it's approved and Barney uses it on a regular basis. Get him out of here. I don't know.
Absolutely. They wouldn't make it if it wasn't approved. There.
And then old man Marley shows up.
Yeah, not good for
And,
Kevin.
no, and the kid's clearly terrified. And apparently all the adults are oblivious to what it looks like when a kid is terrified.
Yeah. Again, it's the
'Cause-
90s.
And he's just walking out. And they're like, "Oh no, you have to pay for that here, kid. Like he can be stupid, but he can't be afraid."
Yeah, yeah.
So then he takes off running. Like he's clearly like they're like, "Oh, he's trying to steal the toothbrush." It's like, no, this kid is clearly locked eyes with the creepy old man who has not said a word to him and is just staring him down
Yeah. Yeah,
and
yeah.
smiled at him and anything. He's just like, this is really old man Marley's fault.
It
And like,
is.
and how hard would it be for Marley to be like, "A boy's terrified of me. I'll get his toothbrush." Like,
Yeah, 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 and maybe he did, but at this point, he
I don't know. Then Jimmy goes and chases him down.
I was gonna say, at this point, they've already given Jimmy the task of a lifetime. He is so ready for this. He's like, "It's my time to shine. Let's do this, Jimmy." And
Yeah,
he's
he,
chasing after this kid.
we get the full on. He stops, he turns, aha, and
He's
he
like, "I'm
runs,
Captain America. Let's do this."
and then he gets to the door and stops,
Yeah,
sees the
yeah.
cop and goes, "Shoplifter."
If if Jimmy had continued to go to get him, Jimmy would have caught him.
Jimmy probably would have caught him.
Yeah, Jimmy would have got him before he got to the ice, scooped him up, and dragged him back.
Yeah. Instead, he sees a cop in the middle of a traffic stop and is like, "Shoplifter," and the cop's like, "I wait here, ma'am.
It's like,
I have to
I
go.
know you. I know you blew that red light and sideswiped those 6 cars, but shoplifter.
I have a shoplifter to get." And so he chases him.
The kid that's smaller than any police dog. I got to go get him.
Yeah, and we get what looked very cool, but is extremely dangerous from Kevin because he starts. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you look confused. I don't know.
The
What?
sliding on your knees?
Yeah. Well, you see the guy figure skating and he's twirling around. There's blades on his feet.
Oh, yeah.
People are
He's
ice
8, he
skating.
doesn't know.
I'm just saying it's very dangerous.
Oh, yeah, it was very dangerous. Went under
And
their
the cop,
legs,
uh,
they built this whole pond for the whole shot, they had a dolly
yeah,
track.
yeah, and then the cop gets taken out by a kid with a hockey stick.
Yeah. Maybe it was Charlie.
It might have been.
Or Fulton, who can't skate.
You're talking Chicago and Minnesota. Chicago and Minnesota.
They can't have friends
No,
to visit?
no, no, not at all.
Okay.
They barely like each other.
Uh,
Anyway, he gets away and he's like, "I'm a criminal now." And it's like, "Yeah, you are. Stole a
yeah.
whole toothbrush." But we cut back to Marv, and Marv's clogging a sink and leaving the water running. And he gets out and he gets back in the van and he's chuckling to himself. And Harry's like, What's funny? What's funny? You did it again, didn't you? I tell you not to do it. Why do you do it?" And Marv's like, "Dude, it's our calling card. We're the Wet Bandits. Like, it makes sense." And Harry's like, "That's sick. That's a sick thing to do. We're
Yeah.
already robbing them and you're gonna flood their house."
Exactly. Harry's like, "Man, we're taking their stuff and breaking their stuff. You're gonna destroy their house too by flooding it. That's just
That's too far. They have no care about this kid that's home alone. They're just like, "Oh yeah, kid's home alone. We can still rob the house, right?"
yeah,
Not like, "Hey, maybe we should make sure this kid's okay." Like anonymous tip of like, they- and okay, just thought of it. It just dawned on me. They hear that little bit of information. They give an anonymous tip that this kid is home alone to get him out of the house so they can rob it.
yeah. I I don't think that message said he was home alone. That Kevin was there. I think he was just saying it's the McAllisters. We're in Paris. Give us a call back if you get this.
Okay, but there's clearly
'Cause-
somebody at the house.
Right, right. But because the next thing is because I they haven't pieced together that he's home alone yet
Right. Yeah, yeah. No, that comes later. I remember now. Anyway,
or who he is.
so they're
But at this
arguing
point,
about
yeah,
Marv flooding the house, and they almost run over Kevin.
yeah,
And they play nice, and they wish him a Merry Christmas. And Kevin sees the gold tooth, and it clicks that he is also the cop,
yes. Which
and he has
it
no
freak
poker face.
yeah. Well, it freaks him out. Which maybe I mean he's just going to worst case scenario. He saw this cop and now he's in the van.
Well, he sees a cop.
Yeah,
He's in the van
yeah,
that he also saw earlier in the Murphys' driveway,
yeah.
knowing that the Murphys were supposed to be gone.
True.
And now they're
But
pulling out of another driveway of a neighbor who he thought was gone.
that's not the Murphy's house because it's got to be the Murphy's house because they just
Right.
came out
Okay.
of it.
Yeah. So coming out of the Murphy's house. So he's like, hmm.
Okay, that does look suspicious.
Yeah. He thinks he might know what's going on. Because
Yeah.
there were also, remember, he also had the burglars patrolling his house.
Yes. Or he thinks he is a cop and he's scared of the cops because he was running from one recently because he's a criminal now.
Oh, yeah. That could be it too.
He's like, "Oh, you're the cop."
So then he leaves and they
Yes.
follow him because
Yeah, they do.
Harry doesn't like the way that kid looked at him.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
don't like the way that kid looked at me. It's like, let it go, dude. Definitely don't follow a kid. That's not a
yeah,
thing you should do.
it's like, why do you care? He's like, it's like you recognize him. He's like, I saw 100 kids this weekend,
But
but
he hides out in the church and ducks the bad guys.
yep,
And we cut to nighttime, and he's got the house roaring like there's a party.
yeah. So when they drive by the church, did they take something out of there
No,
over the last few years? Because I remember one of them saying that creeped him out, and that wasn't in the version I saw.
I
They're
don't
like,
think
I'm not
so.
going in there. Yeah, it creeps me out.
No, it's just I'm not going in there. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
I don't remember it being any different because I watched it on Disney Plus. Also,
Yeah, yeah. So it's the exact same. We need a VHS to confirm anything.
I have the VHSs.
Okay.
I couldn't get my. I need a new cable for my VCR.
Oh, did you get a new one?
Yeah, we did. I found some, but it's
Okay.
like it plays
Well,
fine.
not
But
a
like,
new one, but did you
but the
did you replacement? I was listening to one of the old podcasts, and apparently Finley had shoved a bunch of stuff into it.
yeah, we replaced them. I actually ended up finding two, so we have two of them now.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, the cables are really old, and it just you play it and you get like the tracking's not good, and you get some background noise, and it's cutting in and out. So replace the cables.
Yeah, that
and
happens
see
with
if that
VHSs.
Oh, is that normal or is that just the cables needing to be replaced?
Could be both.
Too bad.
Yeah.
That means it's on its way out. Anyway, enough about VCRs. We cut to Rob's apartment.
Yes.
And Frank comes out of the kitchen and goes, "Look what I found." And Georgette's like, "Hey, Frank, that's for later."
Yes.
Frank, which I didn't catch that until I was an adult.
The first time I ever realized that Georgette and their brother is the brother Rob is there
Yeah,
because he's back
but
there decorating the tree. She's like, "Don't give my shrimp out."
yeah, the shrimp's for later. It's not for now, Frank. Stop it. What are you doing? And
Yeah.
Frank doesn't even acknowledge her one bit.
Nope. Frank's being Frank. Like, look, I found free shrimp. Nom nom nom.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we do have all 6 of the adults in the McAllister family in this
Yep.
movie.
Yep. And we cut to Peter trying to get someone to go check on Kevin. Did I gloss over when the cop went to the house? I think I did.
You did because he was still hiding under the bed from Mr.
Eh,
Old Man Marley
under the covers.
under the covers,
And
and then the
so
cop showed
yeah,
up.
the cop showed up. He's knocking on the door. Kevin's not answering because Kevin's terrified. And the cop is like, "Nobody's here. The house looks secure. Tell them to count their kids again." And I'm like, "Okay, every single light in the house is on.
Yeah,
It's a human being we're talking about. Like, you don't just, oh, misplaced the kid for a second. Granted, they did leave him home alone.
yeah,
However, yeah, it's no, the kid is there. You're just like, you just want to leave.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I mean, announce yourself. Hello, it's the police. Your parents sent us to check on you.
And then, okay, well, the kid's not answering right now. Let's come back when it's not nighttime and see what we get. Like, come back and check on him a second time. Like, okay, well, we know the kid's here. He's not answering it now. Probably scared, home alone. Let's keep an eye on the house.
Get the battering ram. We're going in.
That'd be how to do it. Anyway, we get. Anyway, right now we're back in Paris at Rob's apartment.
Yeah,
Peter's trying to get someone to check on Kevin. He doesn't speak French very well, and he's getting fed up with trying to translate. And then, is this Heather that goes and talks to Buzz?
no, that's Megan, the oldest daughter.
Okay, so Megan's like, "Aren't you worried about Kevin?" And Buzz is like, "No, I
and
don't
this
care about that kid one bit."
and this is great because he's like, I don't care about him for 3 reasons. A, I'm not that lucky. 2, we have
Two,
smoke detectors. D, we live in the most boring neighborhood in the United States. He's fine.
yeah, that was great.
A to D.
And that's gotta be. You look at that on paper and you're like, "How am I gonna pull this off?" Pull
Yeah.
that, the joke. A, 2, and D. Like,
You just go with it and confidently say it.
that's what he did, and it totally worked. And then the pizza guy shows up back at the McAllister house, and
Little Narrows.
Little Nero's, yep. And Kevin, I don't know why he does this.
At, at this point, Kevin's bored and wants to do something, so he's
I
decided to
guess.
mess with the pizza kid
And
for not bringing him cheese pizzas.
so he orders a cheese pizza. He's got the cash for it. It's 11.80, and I'm thinking that's bogus.
Yeah, it should be $12.
No, they ordered all those pizzas. He rounded up to $12. It's
Okay.
11.80 for them all. $12 a pizza, 11.80 a pizza. In what universe are your cheese pizzas just as expensive as your meat pizzas?
True.
Plain cheese is always cheaper. Plain cheese and pepperoni are your cheap pizzas because there's nothing to them. But they're getting sausage, mushroom, pepperoni, or yeah, and Hawaiian and all this and that. No,
Olives.
those are more expensive than a plain cheese pizza. So Little Nero's has it coming.
Okay, Little Nero's has it coming, but the pizza guy.
Anyway, so he plays the Angels with Filthy Souls and makes the pizza guy think he's being shot at, which how are there not cops immediately showing up to that house after this?
Right?
Yeah, what they're gonna get back and we order a pizza? Yeah. We can't order Little Nero's anymore. Why? I don't know.
We've been blacklisted.
We were blacklisted. Apparently someone shot at him.
We gotta go with Checker's Pizza now.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
Pizza Jack.
I have it in my notes. Kevin traumatizes the poor pizza guy.
Yeah. To be fair, the pizza guy ran over their statue again.
True, but he's just trying to make a buck.
He is. And he barely got tipped.
Yep. 20 cents. Anyway, we cut to Kate. She's in Paris. She's trying to get tickets from an elderly couple. She succeeds. And man, does she give up a lot to get those tickets.
She does. Her dangly earrings. Even though the lady has a whole mouthful of
$500
them.
to a
Yeah.
ticket for Friday.
Pocket translator.
Yeah. She gives them 2 tickets for Friday because she buys them another ticket for Friday.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, yeah. And finally, she like pleads with them, like from a mother to a mother, please, my kid's home alone. I have to get there.
Yeah.
And the lady's like, oh, or she's like,
She's like,
Ed, and
please,
Ed's
Ed.
like,
Because she wants to help her.
right, and Ed's like, oh, all right.
Ed's like, I just want to get home and sit in my chair and watch the Grinch.
Love that Grinch.
Love that guy.
Until the end when he changes. I was cut it off before then.
He steals everything, gets home, and is fine.
They messed up that Scrooge too.
Ed's heart grew one size that day. He decided to stay
Smaller.
2 more days in Paris.
He agreed, but he's more bitter than ever before.
Yeah.
I had fun once. It was awful.
They do have to figure out how to stay in Paris for 2 more days.
Yeah. Then we cut to Kevin, and he's watching Johnny Carson, and now he's missing his family, finally.
Yeah.
And then we see Kevin's getting ready for the day, and we get the aftershave bit again, because that doesn't get old. And then he is...
Did we do the party already?
the party?
Yeah. Where it
Yeah.
makes it look like his house is full?
Yeah. I just glossed through it really fast.
Yeah, you did. I don't remember you saying anything about it.
Yeah, he makes the house look like there's a big party going on. And then that was it. That was all I said about it.
Okay.
Can I move on?
Yeah, you can move on.
Okay. So he's shopping at the little grocery store, it seems like.
Yeah.
I can't tell if they live in a big town or a small town. It seems like it might be a small town.
It's a little. Looks like it's like a little suburb on the outskirts.
Yeah. But he's shopping, and he gets a cart of groceries. He's got a coupon,
He does.
and she rings up his total, and it's 1983, which, for everything he got, wow.
Yeah.
That's wow. And then the lady is probably one of the more responsible adults in this movie, and she's like, "So, what you doing there, kid? Why are you here shopping by yourself? Where's your mom? His mom's in the car. Where's your dad? Dad's at work. Brothers and sisters? I'm an only child. Where do you live? I can't tell you. Why not? Because you're a stranger."
Yeah. It's like I don't believe you.
And she doesn't believe him. She doesn't
No.
fully believe him, but she got nothing else to go on. So, what do you do at that point? She lets him go.
Yeah. It's like you're a stranger.
Yeah, so we cut to him walking home, and his bags rip. And they said John Hughes had said, or John Hughes. And I saw a special, and they talked about this scene and how hard it was to do
Yeah.
to get the bags to rip just right.
Because I had to time it right.
Yeah, and they tried like 4 times, and finally they're just like, "Leave it, fine, move on." They were trying to get it so you couldn't see the strings.
Yeah. But this was this. So this is the last day, right before the big night.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Yeah. First night they get scared away with the lights on. Second night's the party.
Yep. And then this
Third
is the
third night is going full Snake Plissken on them.
sure. Anyway, yep. So he's home. He's doing laundry. He's becoming a responsible adult. He overcomes his fear of the basement by telling the furnace to shut up.
Yep.
And we get Harry and Marv watching the house because they're like, "What's going on? Something's going on here."
Right, because they were there the night, but they heard on the answer machine the McAllisters are out of town.
They
They
see
came
a
back.
big old party the
There's
night
a big
before.
old party going on. It's like there's something off.
So Harry's like, "Marv, go check it out." And Marv's like, "Okay," and doesn't move a bit. And finally he's like, "Now?" He goes, "No, tomorrow. Yeah, now. Get on." This is great. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like that was ad libbed.
Yes.
I think there was a lot of ad lib in this movie.
You know, in hindsight, and thinking about this right now, the pizza delivery thing, the joke on the pizza delivery guy
Yeah.
was a trial run for this to see if it would work.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Because he sets up the exact same thing to trick these guys. Because he's got the party, he sees the van pull away as they decide that they're not going to mess with it, and you see him looking out the window, and he smiles. Then he orders the pizza later. He's like, "What other things can I set up?"
Right.
So at
Because
that the pizza guy is a trial run for this setup.
right. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
That's a good observation.
yeah, and like I said, I just thought of that as like this is the exact same thing. Oh, he was testing it to see if it would work.
Right. So anyway, Marv goes around back to check, loses his shoe through the dog door, and let's talk a minute about the fact that there's a dog door. Do the McAllisters have a dog?
Did they have a dog?
Do they have a dog? And since they're rich, they've already kenneled him for the holidays.
There's a good chance that they have a dog and it's been kindled because it was what we saw was the night before they left.
Right. So it could just be a dog that's kenneled.
Yes, we'll say dog is kenneled
Okie dokie.
or
But
with
yeah,
somebody else.
Marv loses his shoe.
Just sticking his hand in there to read.
So good. Daniel Stern was so good in this.
Yes.
And then yeah, so Kevin, that's Kevin's cue. He turns on
Turns on the movie. He's got it all.
the movie.
He's
That's what
got
it's
it all
called.
synced up.
Yep. And this is it's a good plan, and then the plan backfires.
Yeah.
Do you disagree?
How does it backfire?
So the goal is to get them to leave and go away.
Yes.
So Marv runs off. However, he tells Harry what's going on, and Harry's like, "No, no, let's not leave. Let's stick around and see what's going on at this house now, because now they're interested enough, so they don't want to get fingered for a job. So they're gonna sit and see exactly what's going down at this house. So now they're paying more attention to the house instead of less attention.
Yes. Okay. Yes, it did backfire.
So
I agree.
instead of being like, okay, we need to leave this house alone, they are now like, okay, we need to really focus on this house. The opposite effect of what Kevin wanted.
Right. Right. Because in Kevin's mind, like, okay, they hear the shooting, they'll leave. They'll think somebody's here that's not opposed to blowing them away. They'll leave
Right.
me alone.
Nope.
They already know that they're supposed to be gone. They've heard the voice. They've heard the the voicemail, the answer machine message that says the McAllisters are gone. So they think something's going on, and they could be responsible or pinned for it.
Yes. Yeah. Plan backfires.
Yes.
We cut to Kate trying to get a flight. She has been to Chicago, from Chicago to Paris to Dallas to where am I now? And she's in Scranton,
Ohio.
Ohio, not New Jersey. And then she is arguing very much with the ticket agent there, who is no help.
Is Scranton in another movie?
No, you thought Scranton was in another movie.
Was it Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
It might have been.
Or was it The Great Outdoors?
Could have been either.
Okay. It was definitely a John Hughes movie.
It was I was gonna say it was definitely a John Candy movie.
It was definitely a John Candy movie and a John Hughes movie.
Yes, yes, yes. But we get John Candy overhearing what's going on,
Yes.
and he's
Because
like,
she's loud.
"Hey, yeah, she's over it. She's been awake almost 60 hours,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Hey, ma'am, guess what? We're going to Milwaukee. We can give you a ride." Is the gist of what happens.
Yeah. Fun
First,
fact.
first she's talking to him, and he's like, "Yeah, Polka King of the Midwest. You know, we had a few hits in the early '70s in Chicago. There's Sheboygan, very big in Sheboygan."
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this whole scene uh, it's he's just like, you got to know who I am. We did this. We've done this. We did this. He's
She's
like
like, "Oh, these are songs."
yeah. He's playing up like we're kind of a big deal in the polka world. You should know us.
Yeah.
But fun fact:
Yes.
John Candy did this movie as a favor to John Hughes.
Yes, he did.
John Hughes had only been on site one or been on set for the movie one day prior to John Candy's day, um, and then he showed up again for John Candy's scene. So that was his second day being on set. And rule of thumb is you don't mess with John Hughes's scripts. He gives you the script. It's all good. That's what you do. Sometimes things get fudged here and there, but you kind of stick to the script with John Hughes. Unless you're John Candy, and then John Hughes says, "Let's let him do what he's gonna do," and he ad libbed all those songs in that little opening piece, um,
Yes.
and his favor turned into a 23-hour shoot day for him
Yes, it did.
because he just said, John Hughes kept saying, "Well, how about just a little more," and there's a interview with Chris Columbus who says, I remember seeing." Uh, John Candy's face around the 20-hour mark, look at John Hughes like, "Oh, you son of a, you got me."
And then to just to add on the whole John Candy in this film bit. So yeah, he was there, and in the scene in the van,
Yeah,
there is about 18 hours of footage that they had to scrap because they just let Catherine O'Hara and John Candy just play off each other because they had such a long history for working for Second City,
yeah,
and they just went, they just scene after scene, take after take after take, and I think it was Chris Columbus had mentioned, he goes, yeah, it was great, but then we realized like what's actually happening in the movie, and almost none of what we filmed worked because they're having too much fun.
yeah, yeah. I mean, because he was only in 2 scenes: the airport, getting her on the thing, and then they filmed in the back of this truck.
Yeah,
And that was, I mean, you get the 2 shots for the for the 23 hours. You get a grumpy
right.
John Candy, who doesn't seem grumpy at all in the movie. He's just upbeat
Yeah,
and with it the whole time.
yeah. Anyway,
But yeah,
so in the movie we have Kate agreeing to take a ride from Gus, and he's gonna drop her off essentially at her front door
yeah.
on
Gus
their
and his
way to
poker buddies
Milwaukee. Yep. And so we cut back to the house. The burglars
jump on the
have.
Gus bus.
I was gonna say the burglars have stayed all night,
Oh,
but they didn't. They stayed. It's been a few hours.
yeah, yeah. It's still daytime.
Yeah.
It's
They're
still
just
the
bored
same
and took a
day.
nap.
Yep.
And then Kevin comes out because he needs a Christmas tree. He gets
Yeah.
seen.
He's
There's
apparently
a
been
jig.
decorating all day.
So his jig is officially up.
Yeah. At the point of seeing him, they're like, "That's the kid we almost hit with the car. That
Yeah.
kid lives here. That kid's alone."
And I think we're getting scammed by a kindergartner.
Yeah. Harry puts it together.
And I think at this moment Harry has some respect for the boy.
Yeah. It's like, "Good job, kid."
He's like, wow, I'm impressed. Now I'm gonna rob you and kill you, but I'm impressed.
Yeah. He has a problem with flooding people's houses, but he'll take out a kid.
I don't think he's planning to kill the kid. I don't think he's
No.
planning to kill him.
Not yet.
No, not yet, not yet, not at this point. I think he's like, okay, we're gonna figure out how to get rid of you and rob you blind, and you'll be fine, but you'll have a funny story anyway.
Yeah. They locked me in a closet, took all the stuff.
Yeah. Did they untie you when it was over? No.
No, they flooded the house.
The tall one did. The little one was surprisingly nice.
Yes, I've had a Game Boy.
Yeah. But anyway, Kevin overhears the plan.
Yeah, yeah. He gets back inside. He overhears them talking.
Yep, because he sees the van there,
Yeah.
and he hears them talking, and he eavesdrops and overhears the plan, and he's like, okay, that's when it clicks. I gotta get ready for this. And then we cut back to the Poco van, and I'm sorry, nobody is freely sharing wind instruments.
Yeah.
John Candy's like, oh, you play? Here, try it, try it. And Kate's like, gross, no.
Maybe he's cool with it.
I, I wouldn't be. Hey,
That's why she says no.
lady that I met an hour ago at the airport, would you like to play my clarinet? No.
No.
No, sir,
No.
I do
I'm
not.
kind of iffy about being in this van, but here we are.
Yeah. And then we cut back to Kevin, and he is going to visit Santa.
He is.
Fun fact
I've got a fun fact too. You go first.
about Santa,
Yeah. Yeah, about Santa.
about the movies that he's in.
No, I mean I have that fun fact too, but I was gonna say fun fact: Chris Farley auditioned for Santa.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Yeah, but go ahead with your fun fact.
So, this Santa is also in. I always thought he was a young kid playing Santa,
No, he just has a
like
baby face.
like a guy in his early 20s. But he is also in Groundhog Day.
Is he?
He is the guy that says, "Good morning, off to see the groundhog?"
Okay,
And this is his second time on our podcast.
it is.
Would you like to?
The first time was in a movie that I picked
It was.
that you did not like that
I
much.
did not.
It was Down Periscope. He played Buckman, the cook.
Yep. Which I didn't recognize him at all.
I heard the voice and I have to look him up. I think that's Buckman. I'm like, yes, yes, it is Buckman.
But yeah, so he meets Santa's elf,
Elf. Yes.
compliments her shoes, and then asks if Santa's still there, and she's like, "Hey, he's just getting into his gremlin right now." I don't know if it was a gremlin, but he seems like the type of guy who would drive a gremlin.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. And Chris Columbus directed Gremlins, so
It makes sense. Good
yeah.
enough. So he catches him, and he's like, "Hey, I know you're not the real Santa." And the guy's like, "What makes you say that?" As he's putting his beard back on his face.
And put his cigarette out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
"Hey, kid,
Great
what's up?"
Santa. Hey,
Yeah.
kid, what's up? I know you're not really Santa. Oh, what makes you say that? Well, you're smoking and your beard's not on your face.
"And you're driving a Gremlin."
You're having a grab. Like I don't. But Kevin's like, "Oh, I'm old enough to know how it works." And the guy's like, "Okay, cool, cool." And then and then Kevin's like, "I know you work for Santa." And he's like, "Oh, how it really works. Got
You're like, "Yep,
it."
yep." Like, "Oh, okay, that's the level you know. Got it."
Yep. And so, and like, I'm kind of surprised at the adults in this movie because he's like, "I just want my family back," and this guy's like, "Oh, this is a pretty heavy request." He's like, "I'm Kevin McAllister." Gives him the address. He goes, "You need the phone number too?" He goes like, "No, dude, that's all right. You're good. You're good with just your address.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Probably shouldn't have given me that, but okay."
Yeah, yeah. But yeah,
So yeah,
he just wants
he
his
lists
family
all
back.
of
He
his
lists
family that he wants back, and if he has time, Uncle Frank. So Uncle Frank is like the lowest on the priority,
Yeah,
which I kind
well,
of
Uncle
which I kind of get.
yeah.
Um,
I would have put
but yeah,
Buzz on the
this this
bottom, but eh.
this guy's kind of looking concerned. Like, what should I do about this? What does he mean? Did
Yeah.
like where's his family?
Yeah, what happened?
Are we is he just is he a lost kid or was there an accident?
Yeah, was there a fire that took out everybody and he's the last survivor and he just wants them back because it's Christmas? Is
I mean, either
that way in the
way,
arc? But
at this point, I think as a responsible adult, he should inquire further as to what's going on.
however, he is not a responsible adult. He
No,
says,
he
"I'll
hands the
see."
kid. He says this. Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I'll see what I can do." Gives him 3 Tic Tacs and sends him on his way.
Yeah, and then tries to drive away in his Gremlin,
And
which
it
doesn't
breaks
work.
down.
Yeah.
That's hysterical. But Kevin's walking home, I guess, and he sees a family celebrating Christmas Eve because it's Christmas Eve, right?
I think it's implied that it's Christmas Eve.
Yeah. But he sees a family getting together and he goes, "Oh, I miss my family." So he goes to church to watch the choir practice.
Yes.
And Mr. Marley comes over
Yeah, he does.
and he looks at him. And then he finally says, "Hello." And that's when Kevin's like, "Oh, you're nice."
At least you're not gonna attack me right now.
Could have said
We're in
a
church.
could have saved a whole lot of trouble if the first time they like met face to face, the guy was like, "Oh, hey kid,
Right.
hey,
And
have
did
a
they
nice."
not call Marley?
No, they didn't. They did not. Maybe they did.
Maybe. He's like, "Okay, well, he keeps running from me, so I'm not gonna try and scare him, but I'll keep an eye on him."
Maybe
But he should have said something if they actually got a hold. Yeah, I don't think they called Murphy,
Marley.
Marley. They called the Murphys. We know
They called
that.
the mermaids. Really, yeah. Anyway,
The
so we have
Murphys,
a
the Marleys,
nice
and the McAllisters.
yeah, we have a nice chat with Mr. Marley and Kevin. Or Kevin talks about his family, and Mr. Marley talks about his family and how he's not welcome with his son because they had an argument before Kevin moved in, so that put some time on it.
Yeah. Well, he said, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. Like, was Kevin born in that house? Was he born and then they moved to the house? Like, did Peter hit it big eventually, or
Who
who
knows?
knows?
But yeah, then Kevin gives him some advice, relays it to his being afraid of his basement.
Yeah, yeah, because Marley's hasn't talked to his son in several years. He's afraid he won't talk to him if he calls him. And Kevin's like, "I used to be afraid of the basement. Then I turned the lights and went down there, and it's not that bad. So I'm not afraid anymore. So you should just call him and get it over with. Suck it up."
Pretty much, that's the gist of it. He says it nice with that. And
He
now,
does.
Old Man Marley has always kind of reminded me of Uncle Gizzard,
Okay, I can see that. Yeah,
the way he talks.
yeah,
Yeah, always
yeah,
makes me a lot of association in this film.
yeah. I mean, staple of our childhood. It all kind of blends in our minds.
Yeah. But anyway, they shake hands and Kevin decides he's gonna go home. He hears the
Yeah,
church
yeah.
bells
He's
and it's
he's
like
he's not gonna tell the adult neighbor who the adult
Who he
neighbor that
trusts now.
he trusts now that there's burglars gonna come to his house. No, he's got a plan and he's gonna see it through.
That's right. It's his responsibility. So
He's
he
gotta
hears the
step up.
church bells and he runs home.
Yeah, because the church bells. What time do they chime? 8. So he's got an hour, or is it chiming
Yeah,
7?
I think it's 8.
Okay,
So he's got an hour.
because he overheard that Harry said 9 o'clock. That's when we're doing this 9.
So he gets home and we see his little plan that he's made, that he's drawn out. And then we see him.
That would be a cool poster to have, that map.
Yeah, it would be. And then we see him getting ready. And this, we're starting to see everything he's going to do. We're seeing the tar on the stairs. We're seeing the ice on the stairs. We're seeing him heating up the door, the micro machines, the paint
Yeah,
cans.
yeah,
And
he
he's,
is meticulous with those micro machines.
yes. Now, at this point, we have no indication that this is a slapstick movie or a live action cartoon. There has been zero indication of that. There has been zero slapstick comedy as of now.
You know, you're right. There has been nothing. It has been to indicate that. It has been very straightforward.
Yes. So going into this movie blind, at this point you would be sitting there going, "Oh, okay. What's about to happen?"
Yeah, I mean, you did have the couple bits of Kevin putting things together. He put together the party. We know he's ingenuitive,
Sure.
or
Again,
the thing with the movie and the fireworks to scare him. Think the gun, but
so far all we have is real life physics.
yes,
There's nothing cartoonish about this movie as of now.
and then things change.
So we're going in. You're going into this, and you're seeing what he's setting up, and you're like, "What are we doing?" Anyway, he's making macaroni and cheese dinner for himself. He's just getting sitting down to eat it. Which
Yep.
he's got a fork and a knife, he's digging in like he's gonna cut the. I don't. Is he just trying to be adult because he thinks that's how
Yes.
adults eat?
Yes. He is trying to be adult. He's the
Okay,
man of the house now. He's protecting his house. He doesn't know if his family's coming back, so he might be on his own forever. He's hoping Santa can pull something, but you know what? He's stepping up.
right. And it is 9 o'clock. It is time.
Yeah, things got away from him, and it's now 9.
Yep. And so they go around back, so they're not seen by the neighbors that aren't home.
They still don't want to be in the street just in case somebody drives by.
Fair. And they knock on the door. They're like, "Hey, it's Santa Claus and his elf. We got some nice presents out here for you."
They're
Like,
very pleased
what?
with their joke.
They are, and it's they've been watching this kid. They know he's really smart because he's outwitted them a few times. Why are they going to condescend to him now?
Because now they think that they're prepared for him. It's like
Okay, over.
we're not gonna fall for his little pranks with making pretend that there's people in the window or somebody shooting at us. They think he's smart, but they're ready for him. They think he's harmless.
Yep. So he shoots him with a BB gun.
This is the best shot in movie history.
Marshall loves them shots.
We've talked about him several times in this is the shots to the misters and everything.
Right.
This is the best one.
This is the best one in history.
hands down. It's unexpected. The noises of the gun going off. Then Joe Pesci just
Joe Pesci's reaction is great, and it's not contrived at all because that's exactly what would happen. You stick the gun through, you point up, and odds are
it and Marv's just like, what? Get him!
So then Marv, being brilliant, sticks his head through the doggy door.
He's like, what's going on in there? Kevin,
And then
hello.
hello. But Marv smiles at him while looking down the barrel of a BB gun and gets one ricocheted off his forehead.
Yeah, it's oh, but that first go sets the tone of what we're going for the next 15 minutes.
It does. And absolutely. I mean, the fact that they kind of went cartoony with it too, it it yeah, it's actually kind of brilliant. In that one shot with the BB gun, they prepared us perfectly for what was about to happen during this whole next scene.
They did. They did.
You knew exactly that you were getting a cartoon Three Stooges type of slapstick.
And watching it is every time I watch it, you know it's coming. But you hear that chunk of the BB gun, and then Joe Pesci's. It's just
It's perfect. And so yeah, so Marv takes a BB off the forehead, and they regroup.
he's like
And
the little
he's
jerk is armed.
yeah, it's like you go around. I'm going around front. You go down to the basement. And Harry goes to the front, and he steps on the ice steps and falls.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then we get to
Fun,
Marv, and Marv's going to the basement, and he slips down the steps, and he falls all the way to the bottom. Go with your fun fact.
fun fact: they had a newer stuntman for doing this part with Harry, and he kind of knew how to take a fall. He wasn't too, but he would just toss himself up in the air and land on his back and basically scare everybody during the production. They didn't watch it when it was happening. They just had to watch it back on the dailies. Like, you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm good. they just He's like, I had to get the higher I got, the funnier it was. They played it back.
Yeah, I do have a question.
Yes,
So he ices the steps.
yes.
It does not get above freezing between today and tomorrow.
He ices the step about an hour before they show up.
Sure. I'm just saying. His steps are still solid ice and would be for winter.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Just remember that. Anyway, so yes, we have
But yes, we have Marv on it or Harry on his back
and we have
at
and we're now
at the front going, oh,
now we're at Marv at the bottom of the stairs
because
at the
he
basement.
stepped on ice too, and
I felt that. Being almost 40, man, I felt that. It's like, oh, that's and and Marv's only 34,
okay.
so about a decade younger than you.
Hmm. Oh,
Anyway, so he's like, it's so he finally figures out how to stand up, and he's trying to get that crowbar in the door and just reefing on this thing, and then he's like, turns the doorknob and it's open,
yeah.
and he's walking through the basement.
He's
He
like, it didn't
decides,
lock the basement, sucker.
yeah, idiot, dumb kid.
Yeah.
And he's walking through, and he pulls the light bulb, and that
It just,
just falls.
it just
And he looks up, and an iron bounces off of his face.
yeah, he just light. Okay, pull chain. It's like what the? It's just
It just keeps going, and you're like, "What?" You look up. Yeah, that's absolutely what would happen if you're pulling a light switch and it pulls down. You'd look up to see what happened. I might have moved out of the way of the iron if I could,
yeah.
but
But
I
the
don't
the
know.
sound of the sound effects sell it too. The
Yeah,
the the hits had to look real and painful, but the sound effects and the reactions had to sell that they were fine.
right. It had to sound like a cartoon while looking real.
Yes.
So we cut to Harry,
That being said, it hits him and he drops. He's just
and yeah, and then we cut away,
yeah.
and we go to Harry, and he takes a couple more attempts at the steps before finally making it up.
Yeah, he's grabbed onto the stair rail, the railing, and is scooching himself up these stairs
And
of
then
ice.
he grabs the doorknob that's bright red
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
That's
burns his hand
a little bit of an oversight on his part.
a little bit. Yeah. And then he jumps back to the bottom of the stairs and puts his hand in the snow. And then we see that he has the M burned in his hand at the wrong angle.
Yeah, yes, it's M for McAllister because it's fancy doorknob.
Well, not straight up and down. So the M would have been burned sideways
Oh,
if you watch how he grabs the door. Because he's not right in front of it. So he reaches over
right.
with his hand like this, not like this. His hand is horizontal, not vertical. There it is. Anyway, now we come back to Marvin. He's coming up the steps in the
Yeah,
basement, which
he's got the imprint. He's got a red mark of the iron on his face.
yes, he does. And then
Now he's working his way up the steps.
yep, and he's lost his shoes and now his socks, and then he steps on a nail. And that
This
does
one,
not sound. That's not cartoony at all.
no, this one hurts the most for me of watching all this. I'm like that one, no, no.
That it just. Ugh.
He's going up the steps. His shoes are sticking. His socks are sticking, and then he puts a bare foot on this nail, which is like a a, a 6-inch nail. It just ah
And I stepped on a nail once, and I remember what that pain was like.
yeah.
And then the sound effect is the squish. It's like, ugh. Why was that the one? John Hughes was like, nope, the nail's gotta be real.
It's just and
Yeah.
he lifts his foot up. He falls backwards and is in pain.
Yeah, you stepped on a nail, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then we cut back to Harry. Harry charges up them steps.
Harry's gone to the back now. He's not
Yeah,
dealing with the front door
yeah.
anymore.
He went to the back door, that's right. He went around back. He tests the it's not hot.
Yeah.
He opens it up and lights his head on fire. And he's just in there screaming. As the blowtorch is burning his head.
It's the reaction. It's like, "Oh!"
And this was not real fire.
No.
But very good effect though, because it looks like they're perfectly real. And
Yeah.
it's still held up. And then he runs outside and dumps his head in the snow. And you're like, oh man, all that plastic and elastic in that beanie's melted to his head now.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how bad that would hurt?
He pulls out, you can see it smoldering, and he's like as he touches it.
He's, oh, oh.
Oh.
And then we're back at Marv, and Marv is like, well, I'm leaving the basement. And he steps outside and slips on the ice and falls. He goes, whoop, which is hysterical. And drops the crowbar on himself.
Which at this point, they're like right next to each other
Yeah, just about.
because they're at the. I mean, they're both at the back door. His is the basement.
Yep. And then we cut back to Harry, and Harry just kicks the door in. He's going
Yeah,
for it.
he's done with it.
And then Marv goes around to the window. Harry's coming through the house. He gets saran wrapped on his face that has glue on it.
Silicone caulking.
Oh, that's worse.
It is. You're dead, Kit. That the fan kicks on.
And he just gets feathered. And then Marv has seen the window, so he starts going in the window. Look down, please look down. For the love of God, look down. And he doesn't. And he just
No.
steps on these glass ornaments.
And there's one shot specifically where his toe kind of grabs that little bulb and it pops underneath it. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's
Are those the ones that Kevin made with the fish hooks?
no. Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, I couldn't spare those.
Yeah, we're gonna have to sacrifice some ornaments. But yeah,
Yep.
it's fortunate that Marv came through the window because he had lost his shoes in the basement.
Yep. And then Harry and Marv run into each other, and we get a good little Marv, Harry, why'd you take your shoes off? Why you dressed like a chicken? And then Kevin interrupts, I'm up here. And it's like, oh, right, get him. And they run looking up, and they slip on the micro machines and fall.
Yep, they're placed right by the stairs, so
Yeah.
they're coming to get him, and then there's micro machines.
Which we glossed over. They teased that in the very beginning because they says Aunt Leslie stepped on one of his micro
Oh
machines.
yeah, almost broke her neck.
Yep. So I guess he was hoping they'd break their necks.
I miss micro machine.
Me too. Anyway, then they start traversing the stairs or climbing the stairs, and the paint cans get dropped.
Yeah,
And ow.
yeah. Harry sees it and ducks, and it takes it smacks into Marv.
Harry checks on Marv and doesn't see the other one coming.
Right, he's like, I got him now. He turns, and there's another paint can.
Out of everything.
Yep.
And,
And
this
then,
is when, and then, yeah, what?
I was gonna say, and this is where we find out that he's missing a tooth.
Yep. Was it my gold tooth? The gold one? Oh, kill him. I think this is where Kevin also calls the cops and he does his little, my house is being robbed. My name is Murphy.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
But
he
yeah,
wants him to go to Murphy's house, not his house.
Right. And then Kevin runs and he goes under the tripwire and Harry trips over the tripwire because they're coming up after him.
Yeah, and he hits the ground hard, knocking the wind out of him.
Right. And then Marv does something smart for once and jumps over the tripwire.
He does.
He does.
I know. I said he does. It
It
didn't
sounded
mean
like
to.
it was a question.
No, no, he does. He watches Harry fall and then vaults over it basically.
Yeah. And he just, yeah, he
Grabs him
dive
by the pant
tackles
leg.
and
Yeah.
grabs Kevin's pant leg. And he's like, Harry, I got him. I got him. And Kevin sees the spider.
Yeah.
And well, he picks it up and sets it on Marv's face, and you get probably the greatest comedic scream in cinema history. Now,
Yes.
fun fact about this: they did not want to hurt the spider,
Of course not. They also didn't wanna hurt Daniel Stern.
and so they had a fake rubber spider that they kept using, and it just didn't look right, and didn't look right, and didn't look right. And finally, Daniel Stern was like, "Use the real spider," and so they did.
Just put it on my face. We'll get the shot.
Yep. Now, I had always been misinformed on what actually happened here. I thought that he had no idea, and Macaulay Culkin had just grabbed the real spider and done it before they yelled cut and switched. But that's not true. I heard Daniel Stern talking about it, so
Yeah.
it's like, oh,
He's
I don't know if he's arachnophobic. I'm pretty sure he doesn't like spiders.
and who wants a tarantula on their face? I know some
Yeah,
people are okay with it, but
to be okay with it and to want it are two different things. Especially when it's just like right here, and you're like that. I mean, even if you're not arachnophobic, that's a big spider on your face.
right, right. And his reaction is great too, because if somebody's coming at you with holding a tarantula, you just kind of shrink down and see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what he does. Like, oh, 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 it's on me.
And then he screams.
And this is I love this part because he knocks a spider off. It lands on Harry. He's got the crowbar.
Well, that's not yet.
I know, but
We get Kevin in the attic and he's getting ready to zip line to the treehouse. Now we're back. So
okay.
Marv has gotten up and he's got the crowbar and he's ready. And Harry apparently knocked himself out because he's just waking up. And he's like, Marv. Which, if put yourself in Harry's position, this is a very concerning situation to be in right now, because your partner is seemingly have turned on you because you don't see
Yeah,
the spider. You're looking up, and Marv's there with with
the crowbar
a
ready to
crowbar,
kill.
with the look of murder in his eye.
Yeah, the look on Harry's face, like what's going on, Marv? Marv, we're buddies, right?
Marv, what are you doing, Marv?
The concern on Harry's face.
So good, and yeah, Marv just full on
Yeah,
nails
he's
Harry.
ready to smash the spider, and he misses. He
He
just
does.
he
He's like, "Did I
just
get him? Did I get him?"
he's checking his face.
Yeah,
Is
Harry
it on
gets
me?
up. This part is even it's so good because Harry gets up, takes it from him, goes, starts smacking him. How do you like it, you jerk?
Jerk. And just
And then
throws the
throws the
crowbar.
crowbar. So good.
No questions, just picks up the crowbar and starts hitting him with it.
And Marv just like, "What are you doing?" Like, doesn't even ask what he's doing, just takes it.
Because
And
in
he's like,
Marv's head, Marv was tunnel focused on that spider. He didn't realize he hit Harry or anything.
"Not
He's
at
just
all."
kill the thing.
And then we cut to Kevin, who actually zip lines to the treehouse.
Yup.
And then the bad guys follow him up, and he's like, "I'm gonna call the cops." And, and Marv's like, "We gotta get down there." And Harry's like, "That's just what he wants us to do, go around." He's like, "But he's gonna call the cops." He says he's not calling them from a treehouse. Just-
No, we're not going back through his house of horrors. Let's just grab the rope and follow me.
yeah, but that's the best reaction. He's not calling them from a treehouse, which that joke doesn't land with the newer generation
Yeah.
with cell phones. Yeah, you can, but yeah, so they climb out the rope to climb across.
Yeah.
And they get about a third of the way there, and Kevin's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna cut the rope now."
Yeah,
He's
he's
like,
got these big shears.
he's like, "Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back." And
And they're because they went up through the attic, so they're like 3 stories up.
yeah, they are 3 stories up. Now, just going back to like, he set that rope up over there. We watch him kind of drag it over.
Yeah,
Rope is heavy.
it is.
When you extend it out that far, rope gets very, very heavy. I remember with Mike trying to build the zip line, and
Yeah,
we couldn't even lift it. So, how did he get that rope up?
you don't think about that.
I like to think that he got the rope, strung it through the back of the treehouse, grabbed onto the back, and used all of his weight to pull. And
Could
that might
be.
have been enough. But anyway, yeah, maybe he had Old Man Marley help him out. But I digress.
Maybe there's a come along in the attic that he used to cinch it up.
That's gotta be it.
That would make sense.
So yeah, he cuts the rope and they go flying into the side of the building and fall. And Kevin's running to the neighbor's house, and the bad guys are starting to follow. And then he goes around back, and the bad guys are like, "Nope, nope, we're not following around back. That's what he wants. We left the front door unlocked, so we're gonna go right through."
Yep. So this scene in the Murphy's house, the Murphy's house was built in the pool. You mentioned that before, and I was saying the McAllister house was built in the gym. The Murphy house was built in the pool because they knew they're going to flood it. They needed a way to contain that water. So they had the
Right.
empty
Okay.
pool. That's where they built that, and then they just turned on the faucet, or several of them.
Yeah, because that house is flooded. Those poor
Yes,
Murphys.
because it's been on for 2 days.
Jeez, that's horrible.
2 days? Yeah, yeah, 2 days.
Yeah, that's almost
See
worse
that
than
that
being robbed.
That that's why Harry is like, "You're sick. You're sick." That's insult to injury.
Well, because it serves no purpose. That's just malice destruction. Like they're getting robbed because these guys are like, we're in here and we're stealing from you so we can profit.
Yeah, we want money.
We want money. We want your stuff. We're gonna take it. Marv is just like, I'm gonna flood your house.
Marv just wants to see the world burn. That's why he's smashing all the stuff in the house.
Yeah,
And then he's like, "I'm turning on the water."
the difference between neutral evil and chaotic evil.
Yep.
But yeah, they catch Kevin. Kevin comes up the stairs from the basement, and ta-da! There's the bad guys.
Yep.
They've caught him, and they hang him up behind the door. And they're like, "We're gonna do everything to him that he did to us." And that's a horrifying thought, because then
Yeah, it's like,
now
"Let me
it
smash his
suddenly
face with an iron."
now it stops being slapstick
Yeah.
again. Now you're like, "Whoa!" But first, Joe Pesci's gonna bite off every one of his fingers.
Yep.
And I read that Joe Pesci actually bit him.
Yeah, he accidentally bit him on one of those takes where he's just, and I don't know
Okay.
exactly what happened, but yeah, he bit him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Fun fact: during the filming of this movie, Joe Pesci intentionally stayed away from Kevin or from
I
Macaulay Culkin
I was just gonna say this.
to because so that way he would remain a relative stranger, and so he would inherently be nervous around him.
Yeah. No, that's a good fun fact.
And I thought it was a good time to bring that up.
It
But
yeah,
anyway,
that's what I was gonna bring that up too.
oh,
Uh,
but apparently Old Man Marley has been watching this whole time, and he comes in and saves Kevin and hits
yeah,
him
yeah.
both.
Apparently, he either was watching the whole time, probably not the whole time, but he saw Kevin running from the house, and he saw the two guys chasing him.
And he's
He's
like,
like,
"Oh, I
"Grab my
gotta get over
shovel,
there."
gotta go save the kid."
Yep. So he beats the bad guys with the shovel and pulls Kevin off the door and says, "We gotta get you home."
Yep.
And he does.
And the follow up for all of this is is so strange because the cops show up because Murphy called the cops and said his house was being robbed. So there's robbers
Right.
in his house. Is that
There's no
over?
Murphy anywhere.
There's no Murphy anywhere. And do they not? They clearly don't say anything about the McAllister house. They're just gonna go. They're just gonna deal with this one house. So that never gets brought up. But they're like, who's? Do the cops go around looking for um,
The anonymous tip.
the anonymous tip, the potential Murphy? Do they talk to Marley? Um,
I want to say like realistically, what would happen would be
do,
what I think might have happened is he Marley got Kevin home and then went back to the Murphy house once he saw the cops show up and arrest him and be like, "Yeah, I called."
yeah, I said Marley, not Murphy. But you're
But
also
yeah,
the cops that just showed up and didn't check on a kid. So
yeah, that's also true. But yeah, so they arrest the wet bandits, and the cops are like, "Hey, thanks for leaving the water running. Now we can tie you to every single burglary with that same MO." And Harry looks up and he's like, "I hate you so much."
yeah,
Because that increases the trouble they're in.
right, because that's also property damage on top of everything else.
Right. And you're talking significant property damage to flood somebody's house.
Yes,
I mean, yeah, we both worked in the maintenance field and we both have seen what flooding does.
yeah, it is.
And we have both dealt with residents who had flooding and didn't call anybody
Yes. Oh,
until it was a really big problem.
yeah. So depending on how long whoever's house it was out of town, I mean, you could have weeks worth of water just flooding.
Sitting, everything rotting, and yeah, it could water damage gets bad fast.
It does.
But anyway, they go to jail. They put yeah, Harry, hands off the head, pal.
Yeah,
I,
just try to put him in the car. It's like,
I
no,
get it.
my head's still tender. Stop it.
Yeah, And then we get a nice touching scene at the end of the night where Kevin has finally gotten the living room all decorated for Christmas. He's got milk and cookies out for Santa, carrots for the reindeer, and he's just kind of sitting in the room in the Christmas tree lights and the Christmas lights, and just I don't know. It's a nice little moment that they added.
Just just enjoying it. I mean,
Yeah,
Kevin likes Christmas trees,
yeah,
so he's enjoying his Christmas tree.
absolutely. And then we go back to Kate and Gus in the van, and they're talking, and Kate's
Mm,
trying to, or Gus is trying to make Kate feel better. And this is where they had the 20 hours or whatever of footage that they had to scrap because they were
mm,
just having too much fun in there.
right.
And the story they went with, where they're talking, and John Candy is just like, no, kids are resilient. He's fine. And like, I never let my kid on vacation, left the kid home alone while I went on vacation. But the wife and I, we did leave him at a funeral parlor once. Oh yeah, he was there all day. All day when they were alone with a corpse. Like we went back once we realized what we had done. And he was fine. He was 6, 7 weeks once he started talking again.
Yeah.
The way John Candy, I don't think there's no one that tells a story like John Candy.
No, no. He sells it well. He's just very earnest about it.
He's so captivating and believable at the same time.
Yeah.
Even when he's just telling like a silly little story or whatever, it's just he starts talking and you want to hear it.
Yeah. And then she's like, I don't need to hear this. We don't need to talk about this. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. You brought it up. So
It's like, yeah, I'm sorry I did. Yeah, we wake that's the next morning. It's Christmas morning. Kevin wakes up. He's rummaging the house for mom. Mom's not there. He's like, "Oh, Santa couldn't do it." And then the door opens and he hears mom yell his name.
right, because fun fact before
Yes.
we get it, because we see Kevin open the door and look outside. This was the second day of shooting this scene because when they started filming in February, and they're like, okay, whenever we get snow, we're gonna drop everything, go to the house to do the exterior of the coming home shot because they wanted the big snow, big. They wanted that all
The big
for
snow
the
for Christmas.
for the end, yeah. So second day they showed up, they started filming. They had a lot of snow. It just dumped snow, but they wanted the snowy and the flurry, the snow going through the air. So they used potato flakes to help enhance the snow for it.
Sure.
By about day two of doing some of the exterior shots, the potato flakes started to rot and it started to smell really bad. Or day two of doing all the exteriors. So they got the really good shots the first day, and then the potatoes started molding and making it smell awful there.
That's great.
Yeah, but but yes, like you said, uh, mom
Kevin
comes
and
home.
mom reunite.
Yes, and
And
th-
it's
this is the first time I was realizing this too, watching this movie because when she comes in, she sees Kevin standing there because he comes down and he's quiet, and
yes.
the look on her face like, oh no, he's gonna be mute because of the story.
Yeah, because first she's like, oh, she's so happy to see him, and then she's like, he knows we left without him.
He knows we left without him. We thought maybe he was just stupid and didn't realize.
Maybe not that, but like she definitely has that moment where she's like, "Oh yeah, I still did forget him, and we
Yeah,
left the country without him."
yeah, they they went as far away from him as they could.
Just about. Yeah, and so then he smiles and they hug, and he's like, "Where's everybody else?" And she's like, "Oh, they wanted to come, but they couldn't."
Yeah,
And
they couldn't
on
make it.
cue, almost like it's a movie, they walk through the door, and everyone's surprised, and she's like, "What are you doing here?" And Peter's like, we took that Friday flight, the one you didn't want to wait for."
Yeah. Yeah, the
Oh,
standby never paid off. She just ended up ended up road tripping it with John Candy,
yeah. So
which doesn't sound too bad.
no, it yeah, definitely didn't. She didn't get there any quicker.
No, no, she did not. She just stressed herself out a lot more.
Yeah,
Or at least she felt like she was doing something.
and she spent a whole lot more money than she could needed to.
Very true.
Anyway, so
Um,
everyone shows up. Buzz gives Kevin a little bit of respect for not burning the place down.
yeah, he's like, "Good job."
And then they're like, "Oh no, we don't have milk or anything. We gotta find an open store." And Kevin's like, "Nah, I took care of it. I went grocery shopping. We got milk, eggs, fabric softener." And everyone's like, Who did the what now?
Yeah, yeah. And the dad's like, "Huh, you're a funny little guy."
What else did you do while we were gone? And he goes, oh, I just hung around.
Yeah,
And
because the dad's thinking, "Man, was like, I was home. I just sit at, I just sit here eating junk food all day. Go shopping."
yeah. And then he finds a golden tooth.
It's like, what's this?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, says, honey,
It
what's this?
it the way they shot it and the way it is, it feels like it's more important than it actually is.
There's no payoff to it at all.
No,
Even in the second movie. Spoilers.
yeah, no. There's no payoff to that. It's just a weird little. Hey, what's this?
Yeah. And like, okay, I'll get after the fact. Um, so yeah. Um, so Kevin
Um,
starts looking out the window and he sees the Marley reunion.
oh yes, yes, the Marley reunion.
And then as he's watching, we hear Buzz yell off screen, Kevin, what did you do to my room? And Kevin goes,
Which
and
means
runs.
he cleaned and righted everything in the house except Buzz's room.
Yep. He realizes what he forgot.
Yep.
And then we roll credits. However, I'm going to ask you, do you think the parents ever found out something happened?
No,
Okay. I'm not.
at
I,
least not at least not within the time frame between this one and the second one.
okay. So I have a question then.
Yeah.
Because they obviously, because everyone else on the block got robbed, or the Murphys got robbed.
Murphy's got robbed and flooded.
Right. So they had to have heard about that.
Yes.
And then the fact of like Kevin didn't fix the door in the basement that had all the chip marks from the crowbar.
Yeah.
And then there was a golden tooth.
Maybe they did figure it out, get let in on everything.
Yeah.
After the
So
reunion, Mr. Murphy comes over. It's like, so something happened.
there was a little thing.
Kevin's okay, as you can see. But the Murphys got robbed and you almost got robbed.
Yeah.
Your boy fended them off.
Yep. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
Marshall,
I don't know.
shall we hear your final thoughts?
Oh yeah. I love this movie. It's a Christmas classic. I haven't watched it in a while, but it was fun revisiting it. And I mean, I said it like 4 or 5 times during this episode. This is the first time I noticed something like the little more of a critical eye than usually watching it, because you usually just toss it on and start doing stuff because you're like, I've seen this a million times. I know the movie backward and forward, and just it's on. You start doing stuff. Um, but it's really well done. The script is great. It's very smart, and I think the humor is hysterical. And it's a classic for a reason. It did as well as it did for a reason, and I think it's great. Always a good Christmas time.
Siskel and Ebert were wrong.
They were. They've been wrong before,
Yeah.
and this is one of those times.
Hmm.
Jerks.
Sure.
But it did nothing to their reviews did nothing to dissuade the American public, as it was number one on the chart on the movie box office for 14 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's 3.5 months.
Yep. From November when it came out, all through Christmas, and then the back half of the start of the new year. And one of the big things was trying to make him get left behind believable, and I think they did an okay job of that.
They did. I think so.
Because I mean, the panic and the rush put a lot of carry a lot of that weight.
Right.
They're not paying full attention to everything. You get told all the kids are there. You're running through the airport. You're in different spots on the plane. Some things just don't register all the way. And I think they did a good job with it.
I agree.
And I will watch this again
Good to know.
many more times. What about you?
What can I say that you didn't already say? I mean, really,
Yeah.
everything I could say about this movie would be a direct repeat of everything you said about this movie. Love it. It's one of the we watch 4 Christmas movies every year. Um, this is one of them.
Yeah.
We make sure to watch during Christmas time, and we watch. I think this is the only Christmas movie we watch throughout the year too, because Finley loves it so much.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, it's like,
on road trips in the car, like coming up to your house. Sometimes we'll be like, "Let's watch Kevin," and so okay, sure. I got no problem watching a Christmas movie not at Christmas time.
you're getting close to that age.
Yeah, but it's one of the most iconic Christmas movies of all time. One of the most iconic movies of all time, I would say.
Yes. Yes.
I
I mean,
am.
and
I do think it's sad. I would have liked to have seen a third one that pertained to the McAllister family still, but John Hughes did not want to go that route, and I respect his decision, even though it was a bad movie.
I don't remember what the third one was.
It's the kid who has chicken pox.
And that was written by John Hughes.
Yeah,
Is that the kid from Liar Liar?
I don't know. Look it up.
I am. Okay, no, it's not. But yeah, I don't think I I'm not sure if I've actually seen that movie.
You have.
Sorry, we got derailed.
We did.
Uh, but yeah, this one was a lot of fun. Uh,
Yep. Anyway,
yeah, this was a lot
so
of fun. We'll
that
be
was Home
watching it
Alone.
again.
Yeah, we'll watch
Uh,
it. Oh, we'll watch it all the time.
yeah,
It's
and
great.
if you're listening to this on Christmas Eve, there's a good chance I'm watching this right now.
Yeah. If you're listening to this on Christmas Eve, odds are. Actually, we're probably not because we're doing our Christmas Eve stuff.
I mean, there's a good chance it'll be on the TV.
That's fair. Anyway, thank you for joining us as we talked about the first Home Alone movie. Join us tomorrow on Christmas Day as we talk about Home Alone 2. Surprise!
Lost in New York.
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, it's true, but unnecessary. Anyway,
Is
if
it?
you'd like to, yes, if you'd like to reach out to us, you can do so. watchitbropodcast@gmail.com. We are on Facebook. No, we are on the X, formerly known as Twitter, @WatchItBroPod, Facebook and Instagram under that same handle. Our intro song you heard "Erased" by Disciple. Our outro song is called "The Old Ways," and that's by my lovely wife. I think that's everything we have. So, as always, thank you for watching.